All right. Oh, um, wait. This new microphone doesn't need game filter, I think. Alright, salute a tutti gli amici, io sono Alcanista Vanarati, il video che vuole regare felici. Yes, I do apologize for the delay for taking so long. I got a new microphone. It sounds kinda nice, doesn't it? Yes, I think it does. Hello, Yemina-chan. Thank you so much for coming. Very well. And yeah, it wasn't just the microphone, I will admit. I bought this microphone today and I had some errands to take care of. I was assisting my mother with some errands and traffic today was just insane. But we are here. We are here. And I do have some good news. Um, it seems that the duties that I said I had to attend to on Wednesday, I w- I became free from them, at least on Wednesdays. So it seems that the Wednesday's streams will be able to resume at a regular hour, and even maybe an hour that is a bit better for the regular viewers. So like I know I usually started the stream a half an hour later than I actually started the stream, but I can start then a bit earlier. I can start then like an hour earlier or something if that is more convenient. It sounds good. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yes, this is the Fifine IM8. It tends to be very highly recommended for starting streamers, for starting content creators. Um, it's relatively accessible, but my is quite a powerhouse. I actually didn't get to hear quite how it sounds in because like we got home and I started setting out the stream practically. And before I continue with that, I'll probably be sending some stuff before the stream in the future too, just in case I can make it. Oh, thank you. Yes, I would quite appreciate that. Yeah, that would be really cool. So then there's also some stuff to start the stream off with. Because in the other stream, at first, I was a little unsure of what to go with, but then I settled it down and rhythm. But if there is some stuff at the start, then that would be really appreciated. Thank you for always being such a great assistance. Very well. Now that go seems to be loading correctly, so we can start with the um, Horde of S1. Where was it? Okay, here it is. Hololive Shiny Smiley Story. And by the way, did I send you the lyrics to Shiny Smiley Story before? You had not. I heard, I mean, not heard, but I read the lyrics a little bit, like in another video, like one that may be a little fun to react to, like it's the Hololive second tier anniversary or something. The one that starts with Miss Sora doing the first stanza with all her models, and then it's like it includes a lot of the rest of Hololive. But I think that was like the second tier, no, not the second tier anniversary of Hololive, but it was only only shortly after Hololive GP Gen 3 started, debuted. So like it was a while ago. Yes. Fast non-stop story. Oi. I sent the lyrics since they're what I think Hololive is all about. Yeah, actually, when I read them on that video, it really did seem like the okay. Yeah, this is kind of what like the main vibe of Hololive. Okay, clip Hololive Shiny Smiley Story Hololive first. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this. I'm going to ensure that it doesn't make the computer crash. The computer is surviving. Excellent. It's not blowing up, so I think we can already change the speed. Oh, and also I am setting up the on the next extreme. I think I'm gonna be able to make it so that the was it Japanese lessons? Japanese lessons is the one. Excellent, yeah. So that like right above me, a part of the YouTube chat is going to appear on the overlay. I got a small overlay. If my internet can take it, then yeah, and overlay on the on the yeah. Very well. No, but if you want, you can send the lyrics to Shiny Smiley story. First Fest is such a throwback, man. Yeah. I imagine. Actually, when the fest of this year came out, I remember out the fan base, like even people who don't really watch Hololive, were like super super hyped for it. I already did, by the way. Oh, you did in the chat? Where is it then? Clip, cover song. Um, I'm not sure if I see it, to be honest. Or like I don't know if it's a video. Oh, okay. So it's like a video. I do not know if you would consider it preferable to watch the clip with the lyrics or this one from the first fest. But I'm going to load up the. I'm going to put this one on load too. Oh, yeah, enter on YouTube. The first fest first. Okay, yeah, excellent. So I'm gonna leave this one in here and okay. But I do remember a little of how the lyrics went, and honestly, it was a pretty cute. It was a really cute song, and yeah, we can go. I wasn't sure though. Hi, 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 hi. The stanzas are so cute. Like, honestly, I'm amazed that Misora was able to write such an incredible, such a cute song. The song was designed for Sora's high range, so many members you wouldn't expect, like Suicide, struggling with it. Really? I mean, Suicide is quite a singing maestro, but admittedly her range seems to be a bit lower. Wait. How are what the guys doing? I can't hear it. I miss it. But the moves look so old. I will admit I was kinda thinking that a little bit, yeah. Or Russia. Okay, I didn't expect that, but oh, and this isn't the one when they had I think they had the holograms now, like dancing on the stage physically somehow. But this one is on a screen. Wow, this is when Hololive was starting out, when they were the rookie underdogs. Hi. Oh wait, no. The melody is set so perfectly. Like the rhythmic structure accentuates every accent of the melody. It's like so good. Hey! God, you know, this song really is like what Hololive is all about. Hi. Yeah, this is the version here. We are now on the 5th fest. Oh, are we? I thought it was the 7th fest. Huh. Oh. Oh, and this part is when all of the girls join together and start. Nice. Sorry, I'm not saying much. I just don't want to interrupt the music. Good, thank you. Yeah, it's just that it's such an incredibly cute song. That's wonderful. That's really sweet. That's really really wonderful. Oh, Kikihime, huh? Okay. Well, oh man. Obviously, I don't want to touch on this topic too much. I mean, with uh, Kikihime's roommate is okay because she's pretty open about who her roommate is. But YouTube really doesn't. YouTube is like the biggest revelator of like of roommates. Like sometimes. Obviously, I'm not going to say the name, but there was a Hololive that I kept saying, "Oh, who is this person? She's quite adorable. She's a very adorable streamer." Wait, I think I heard this voice before, and like only later did I realize, oh my god, it's her. Jesus, and from comments I read that actually happens a lot with people on YouTube. I had no idea how like YouTube goes like recognizes the similarities or whatever, but it tends to be pretty amazing. YouTube is annoying with it. For the people that don't want to know, it can be actually pretty annoying. To be honest, even when I didn't know what VTubers were, I never really was never interested in knowing, for example, the face of the voice actor or stuff like that. It felt a bit like breaking the mystery, so to say. And with VTubers, I am kind of neutral. I tend to prefer not to know. But I can imagine for some people it can be like really really unpleasant to have that spoiled for them. And like obviously we know that they're not going to look anywhere near their model, or they're not going to look as X or as Y as we think, but it's kind of nice to keep the illusion, so to say. uh, uh right, the now with the lyrics. Shiny Smile Story, Hololive Battle Royale. Yeah. Okay. Shiny Smile Story. Where is it? Hololive Battle Project. Yeah. All of them surprisingly look a bit like their model. Kiara is a good example. Hmm. Well, not that you mention it, Kiara does look kinda like her model. Yeah. I never really thought of it, but she does have a very similar vibe. And it's funny because Meat didn't really have much of an input on their models. Actually, maybe I'm engaging in a bit of gossiping, but from what I understand, Miss Calliope actually wasn't a super big fan of how super big her the chest of her model was. But like eventually she just made it work. And the small ones are usually actually small. The thing is that actually you can kind of hear how big or small someone is through certain characteristics of their vocals of their voice. Sorry, I can skip this ad. Apologies. Oh, hey. Sorry about that. Like for example, with Vesper. I could tell by his voice that he was a big guy, despite how his model for the longest time looked like a frail librarian. But like there was a very strong resonance in his chest register that revealed that he was probably someone rather big. Um, big in size for the most part, because if you are a bigger person, then there is more of a possibility for the sound to resonate. She wanted to be a flag tomboy when she was younger. Oh, Miss Callie, really? That's actually quite interesting. His model is actually quite big, I think. He just never got the 3D. Um, the that really cool model that he unfortunately got to use for like only 2 streams or something. It really did look actually quite big, quite barley. But the first one, the librarian one, at least from what I remember, it was kind of a teen model. And it's a bit unfortunate that, of course, I don't want to engage too much in that, in going into that tangent. But I was really sad to see Vesper go, because he was by far my favorite Holoster, at least on the English side. Like, Vesper was so cool. And I really like bicycles a lot, so we kind of had that in common. But it's a bit unfortunate that, as not Vesper, as far as I know, he hasn't really done much, if any, streams about cycling or about bicycles. At least from what I know. I don't really check his channel all too often, I will admit. I just mean in hate. Well, now that you mention it, I never really saw a comparison of like the hate of the Holosters. Oh yeah, I really prefer GP Holosters compared to Ian. Oh really? Why is that? I had seen very little of GP Horrorstars, but they do seem to have a bit of a different vibe compared to Ian. They are pretty wild still. Even Miyavi-san, sometimes he can come up with pretty crazy stuff. But in general, I suppose they try to stick more to the idol stuff compared to Ian, where like the Ian in general kind of disregards that, for better or worse. Ah. Normally I try not to sing Shiny Smiley Story because I feel it's something that only Hololive should sing. But I couldn't resist that personally. No one can deceive her voice singing. Yeah, it's actually, when I first listened to this, I was thinking, hey, whose voice is this? That's so cute. It was Misora who brought the lyrics for Shiny Smiley Story, right? Oh, actually... No, I wanted to say Sora herself brought the entire song, but I'm not sure if that was actually the case. This song is so tightly made. It's so yummy. Susumu will be safe. You know what did that amazes me about the lyrics is how openly it is from the point of view of the idol. I do apologize. I think that a part of the lyrics here, dances is essential for no one. Dare hitori kaka, I don't know what it was. Sene gamata kono sekai. In this word, mata, I don't remember what it was. And maybe it could be translated Dare hitori as for no one. It will be the closest English translation. But I kinda get the feeling that there is a part here that is a bit like... It's so cute that Lisa with her finding happiness with her friends. This translation is a bit different than the one I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that they try to be too direct. And when it comes to languages that are very culturally different, like English and Japanese, that doesn't tend to be a good idea, what I mean. The composition, the arrangement of Chinese Mal is so good. Wait. I want to stand on the stage, I want to shine. Yeah, this is very much from the point of view of Sarah herself. Oh, and this is when all the idols are gathering together. And then the brass goes on. The Big Bang, yeah. Sorry. I was listening to the arrangement for a moment. So nice. Every color had a different color. Every different idol will be able to make a word. That's actually so cute. Misara is so cute. Help me. Misara is so cute. Oh, that's good. And you know, my apologies. It's not easy at all to. Well, I guess it's not super mega difficult, but it's not easy either to make a song that maintains that level of energy and maintains the constant level of super hype energy throughout the entire song. Like, it very much isn't easy. And I also take the opportunity and mention one little tidbit. Other people who are more experienced musicians, who know more about music theory and other stuff, they actually mention it. Maybe you know the song, the Holostar song. Maybe it was the first group, Holostar song as a group. Just Follow Stars, right? So that song actually has the same chord progression, and I think it was something like the same rhythm or the same another fundamental part of the song that is pretty much the same as a Shine Smiley story. To the point that, for example, if someone makes an instrumental Shine Smiley story and places the Horror Star singing Just Follow Star on top of it, it sounds like the arrangement works perfectly in sync with with Just Follow Stars. So most likely there's actually a good probability that a big part of at least of the arrangement for Just Follow Stars was partly based on Shiny Smiley's story. I always thought that was actually a really nifty, a really cool little detail. Actually, I'm a bit curious about how Miss Mumi will sing it. I missed the era when every time they said Baka, it was translated to really. No, Chinese clippers probably had something to do with it. Oh, really? Oh, that was probably the Chinese clipper comment is probably in response to something that I said during the video. I see. While I hear a little bit of Miss Mume, also Mume did an amazing cover of Stella Stella, like really sweet cover of Stella Stella. Na. Hi. Some stuff in the stream. Okay, yeah, here there. Hirameki rather Hololive first. Yeah. Oh, Miss Watame, huh? You know, I haven't seen almost nothing of his watame. I'm going to remove the quotes because actually when you include quotes on a search, that is actually a special sign or a special command to Google. At least on Google browser, on like the Google search, if you include something in quotes, it thinks that you want the exact words, the exact characters and words to pop up in your search. But it seems I'm not finding the. Oh right, non-stop story. Maybe if I include here one. Yeah, this must be the one. But I do apologize. Isn't this the one that we already saw? No. This is actually a different one, I think. Oh, Kirameki Rider. Okay. Oh, this is another Hololive song. Yeah, I like that song a lot. It sounded a bit like Pacha Vascano. Sorry, just a little clarification on my comment of I don't know if it's good for males to sing a Hololive song. It's because I know that I'm gonna wait a little. Wow. Yeah, I'm quite vibing with this. Actually, they know how to use the vocal arrangements of different groups. So like now everyone sings together. But earlier different groups were doing different melodical lines. The fans totally resulted in the concert. Okay, and this is the chorus melodical line. So pretty. What a wonderful melody. Wow. Yay! What a wonderful melody. Amazing. Hi. Hachima Rubin. Oh, I didn't notice that. No, I was going to mention. I know that how a lot of people in VTubing community feel about male VTubers and feel about males in general and all that. So I wasn't sure if like a part of the Hololive fandom would like feel negative about a male VTuber singing parts of Shiny Smiley Story. But maybe I'm just being a bit too much of a tourist in that part. Hey, that's not bad. What a beautiful melody. Wow, the bridge is... Well, it's not a bridge. I don't remember how it is called in music composition. But it's like the part that prepares you for the very final chorus. Also, the reading is quite amazing. I mean, the backing track. I do have to be careful not to touch the... Actually, it's amazing. Yeah, the cable of the free point is very protected against noise. Like... Oh, sorry, what? Wait, I'm gonna click something else here. It's so funny how they just move in place in the first place. Yeah, it is a little funny. Oh, by the way, I did read the previous comment. I was just waiting until the song ends to mention it. But essentially, yeah, I can see the feeling of fans not wanting this to change because of colors and because of the different culture. Because like a big part of why that's yay, amazing. No, I was going to mention. I think actually like a little before mid started. Wow. A lot of people were actually kind of worried about, oh dear, like who are the kind of girls that are going to be in like are going to be part of like EN? Are they going to be like some? Of course, I don't want to get too controversial in this part, but like, were there going to be some people that like inject their opinions into things, or that were going to be very controversial and professional and all that kind of stuff? And like, of course, everyone, we all ended up lucking out really with Meet, but I can very much see and understand the feeling of a lot of people that yeah, like if things could change, like maybe they change it to something that is not what we really like. And I can also how to say it, I can also sympathize with the sense of wanting to. Oh, this is actually a really cool clip, a really cool video too. With the feeling of like wanting the Hololive and Hololive to be apart. What I meant more was more the so like there seems to be a certain subset of fans in between that like actively okay, sorry, I'm going into too much of a tangent with this part. I'm just gonna just mention this part and then like that's it. But like for example, when I post a self-promo stuff on Reddit on virtual YouTubers, like I'm guaranteed at least 25% of dislikes from people that just like they see me on VTuber and they instantly dislike. So it was more of that sense that I was worried for like, oh man, if I sing a Shining Fire 30 song, like what are those people going to do or something like that. But yeah, on the sense of like people wanting to tend to be separate, that's actually something that I can understand quite a lot. Because I know that a lot of people a lot of VTubers and a lot of the ambient in EM VTubing scene tends to brand themselves as super anti-unicorn, super anti-idol, and all that kind of stuff. And generally, I am kind of pretty neutral on that aspect. I tend to be more like, oh, well, I mean, if that is the kind of stuff that they want to do, and if that is the kind of stuff that the idol wants to do, then like, who are we to say that is bad? So like, I don't really think like being someone is bad for being a unicorn or anything like that. I do apologize. I spent so much on that topic. So. And doing that stuff is hard. Doing that stuff is difficult. Huh? Oh, hey, we don't need to see her panties. No panty shots. Oh, I can share the footage because it is not in the free portion. And this is the fifth fest. This one was epic. and the way that she lands also looking like Kamen Rider. Right. Bye bye. Quite a legend, yes. Bye bye, sayonara. It's funny how, despite Corona having had such a, I guess we can say it, such a disaster of a debut, maybe because of the inspiration for that, she's actually one of the people that is most creative at using OBS. Like some stuff that she can do with OBS. Hey, not bad, not bad. Especially for someone that is like, from what I understand, Coco is not only really, really short, really, really tiny, but she's also not exactly very muscular. Like, from what I understand, she weighs only like 45 kilograms or something, like some really, really low weight. Well, I mean, I say that, but like for a long time, I used to weigh like 50 kilograms or something. Um, sorry. So it really depends also on the head, like muscles, bones, and other stuff that I don't remember. They actually affect. They actually weigh a lot. So if someone is very short and like, I mean, it can weight can be very different. But even for someone that's like super short, 45 is very very low. They can show the clips and see from the paper. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what they ask. I think that's what Hololive tends to ask their people. There isn't that like request for fans and how to behave for the fans and how to make fan games, how to make clips and all that stuff. Yeah, one of the things is to ask not don't post stuff that is not behind a paywall, which is like it's pretty reasonable. It's like really really understandable. I don't know if it is because VTubing was born in Japan, but there does seems to be a very strong element in the in VTubing community of behaving kind of like how to say this in a sensitive way. Uh, Kind of how like you will expect a Japanese fandom to behave. So like in general, if a VTuber requests something, for example, like I don't know, please don't make clips of me being this or that or acting in this way, or don't make clips of when I play this kind of stream, the clippers tend to respect that for the most part. Like for the vast majority of the audience, they seem to be very very respectful of like the wishes and the requests of like the agencies, the clippers and other stuff. And of course it helps that Hololive is held in such an incredibly high esteem that um, not only everyone wants to be nice, so to say, to Hololive and what they request, but also how to say this, as a VTuber fan, it is very much not in your best interest to like frame yourself as an enemy of Hololive because other fans are not going to like that. They're not going to like that at all. um, Actually, I'm going to reduce the gain on my microphone a little bit. Okay, yeah. Here I'm still showing on the yellow bar regularly. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to try to whisper for a little bit. And yeah, it's not sounding too bad. Excellent, excellent. Okay, yeah, we can do this. I don't know where. Does it actually come from here? Or does it yeah, okay, yeah, it's from the front. This is some graduate mic and it's from the front. Funny thing about the Fifine, the reason why I bought the AM8 is because it also has an XLR connection. Because I plan to buy the Fifine SC3 mixer, so I can actually connect it with the have an XLR connection from Fifine to the mixer and then to connect it to the computer. Because from what I hear, if you want to be serious about audio, you really want to eventually get into an XLR connection or a microphone that has an XLR connection. And mixers also like they have their own ports and they also have their own what was the word? They also had their own sound clip, sound chip instead of using the computer sound chip or the computer sound motherboard or something, soundboard. So like it's just better. It's just better if you use a mixer. And okay, chance. Fuwamoko and Vivo were such good additions. Fuwamoko was amazing. Fuwamoko was so great. Like I love Fuwamoko so much. They are also just such an inspiration by how incredibly hardworking they are. I think Miss Bibu is actually the advent one that I'm least familiar with, but I do know that she is quite a bit of a meme lord, and I think she actually interacts a lot with Hololive Indonesia too. Well, Hololive Indonesia is essentially Hololive Southeast Asia, from what I understand. They pretty much cover the Southeast Asia sphere. Advent in general was really good for Hololive. Yes, they were. Yeah, they really were. Actually, on a previous stream, I was seeing a clip of when the President Sagi was talking about how incredible Fuwamoko was for VTubing, especially for the EM VTubing, because they added a touch of freshness. Of a lot of people, at least at the start, described them. I imagine they still do. Describes them as like GP VTubers that do EN, that are in the EN sphere, because a lot of their style, their seasoness, relative seasoness, their professionalism, their dedication to the fans, their incredible diligence, they stream 5 times a week regularly. No, more than that. I think they stream 7 times a week regularly. That stuff is exhausting. Like, you have to have almost Corona levels of energy to do that kind of stuff. It's just, they're just so absolutely amazing. Like the way that the President Sagi put it, I know that a lot of people don't like the President Sagi, but I think he put it quite correctly later. Like, they were almost a sort of back to the basic, or a back to the essentials, back to the roots of VTubing for a lot of people. Fuwamoco. Yeah, their advent was so great. Advent was just incredible. And honestly, it almost amazes you with how they, how to say it, Hololive can brag about having, uh, well, of course, I shouldn't talk too much about past lives, but Hololive can brag about having some absolutely incredible people in their EN3 roster. Like, if you know the past life of like 3 of the people in Advent, you will think like, my God, like Hololive made history with these additions. It's just amazing. And did you see the Christmas Miracle video by the President Sagi? Unfortunately, I had not. Actually, I haven't been able to watch a clip of by Rima or the President Sagi, everyone from that group, in quite a while, because of how busy I've been. But I did see that he had that Christmas Miracle video, and that he also had a Kyriu Coco video, a video on Kyriu Coco, because he's a huge fan of Kyriu Coco. Well, a ton of people are. I recommend that then. Oh, please do. It will be really cool.
わためは悪く
Good night, yeah. That's literally all I know about Watame. I just know that she didn't do anything wrong. Oh, this one, I'm gonna have to lower the volume a little bit.
予期せ綱巻
Uh-oh.
わためです
Sorry, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water.
角巻き巻き4期生のわためだよ
Fortune? Watame is Marin-san's Kohai.
保育園とか幼稚園館が 4期生の羊 It's me クソ雑魚毛玉なんてミスリー誰が負けるかそんなディズニー Listen to me 一聞いてみ歌をずるため君のためうつむいてちダメダメ
Wow.
元気出ますよお試しあれ怒涛の羊だメイメイ
I wasn't expecting her to go that hard.
子供だって言うな揺らさない
Sorry, just one moment. I need to.
いいのか揺らすぞいいのかやっぱね
Oh, there it is. Okay.
幼女にそういうエロはいらないのかわいい持って帰りたい家にやべお迎えが来た
Uh-oh. Hololive is in trouble if the police is
ちょっと
coming
幼女
in.
にエロはいらんって言ったんだ下乳はいい
Of course, in Japan, or at least in Japanese attack sphere, you can say that kind of stuff without being ultra mega cancelled. But like, I think even in that sphere, Hololive are actually known for being so shameless. But it's obvious that they do it like 70% for the humor, or just like to.
踏んでくれと言わんばかりの角度なんだけど
Well, okay, that's quite agreeable.
女子声
Okay. Yeah, they are actually quite shameless about their love of.
ほわーいいね
Actually, on a previous stream,
幼女の
I I wanted to see examples of like how a Shota VTuber will be like. So I put Shota VTuber on YouTube and like
オペ飲みてえなっ
え
てやりてえ
what?
そう
D-
何
nanda?
食べたいって聞かれたらそりゃね
80% of the results
オペ飲み
were
てえって
VTubers, half of them from Hololive,
そうか食われるかなんて
saying,
やおうおう
I love Shotas,
It
I
was
love
at this
Shotas.
moment that he knew
So
he fucked up.
僕ねお
it's
肉
not what I
好
was
きなんですけ
expecting,
ど
but it was a
羊
bit
肉は
funny
まだ食べたこ
nonetheless.
とがなくてですねわため
Watame did the same thing that Seion did in the game and got terminated
で
by
も
Niji.
臭いですよ全部お肉は
Yeah.
食べてあの髪の毛はちゃん
And
と編んで
I was always like, it always was so weird to me. I never knew why Niji got like had like such an enmity towards Miss Saiyan.
ない方がいいと思います
美味しそうだね
Because it was obvious that all the stuff that they wrote in their letter was just stuff that they wanted to have as an excuse to like ultra fire her and all that stuff.
あいただきますあむあむあむあむあむあむあむ
But I never knew why Niji-san or the management or whatever got so angry at her.
羊を生まれて初めて食べてみたいなと思います
But yeah, Seiyan was actually really funny with that kind of stuff.
いっぱい食べてるとこ見せてくれよ
来年の誕生日迎えられるかなちゃんと今日ご飯食べた
今日はねご飯まだなんですよあでも今から食
It
べま
was
すよ
used as an excuse. Yeah, very much so. And like it was obvious that like a ton of the things that they mentioned in their
食べよう
in their firing letter, termination letter was kind of like, for example, when an office just wants to fire you and then they start saying, "Oh, you used the microwave too many times," or "You came too many times late to work," and that kind of stuff. When they're just looking for an excuse to fire you.
私ただの羊だしお金ないよ
おためちゃんなら稼げるの
Uh
だ
oh.
体売るの
そっか
助けて。
確かに私にならそれができるね
確かに。Uh oh.
本日ご紹介するのは高級羊毛 100% のふわふわ枕少女の汗と涙配合お値段はなんと3万円まためメスだと思ってたんだ
I had no idea how many dollars a yen is, but I am sure that it is too much.
けどもしかしたらオスなのかもしれない
Some people would think they're even better.
あるのって大体オスなんだって
Oh, yeah.
でもメスだと思うよだってあるもんボイングボイングあるもん
That's a good
ボ
point.
タン羊を食べるのが好きやんのかボタンちゃんやんのか
Oh,
角があんだぞこっちには
actually, I am sorry. I need to test a little thing here on the filter. Actually, it could be that I'm gonna be silent for 5 seconds. Okay, excellent. Wow. Wow, brother. The microphone is so well. No, it was not the volume. I was readjusting my noise reduction filter. OBS has a noise reduction filter for your audio input for the microphone sound. And before I set it to reduce the noise by 18 decibels, but apparently this microphone, the free fine is so much better that now I only need to reduce by 7 decibels. Like, this microphone is so good, man. It's so good. It's amazing. And it will sound even better now that it's when I guess the XLR connection. The only thing I don't super like is that it emphasizes the mids and the lows especially a bit much, and it doesn't really do much about the highs. My voice tends to be high-pitched, so I kinda lose that part, especially when singing karaoke, but like, it's just a small price to pay for everything else. Ahora, ahora.
やんのか？うん。
Ya,
その
ya
ド
da.
リル、あんぞ、痛いぞこれ、やんのか？痛いぞ。うん。当たっていいのかこれ。うん。ミオ先輩とコラボした暁には、このマッチで。
燃やされる。
逆に
やばいで
燃やされる。
またでも辛いことがあった時とかに、なんか産んでなんて頼んでないのにってすごい悲しい顔してたから、そんなこと言わないでって。お父さんがいないっていうのは言ったと思うんだけど、どっちが引き取るかっていう話になるじゃない。で、お母さんは引き取るつもりだったんだけど、念のためお父さんに聞いてみたんだって。引き取りますかってそしたら、施設に預けるって言われちゃったみたいで、そのお母さんとかおば
I'm
あち
so
ゃん
sorry.
とかにはすごい大事にしてもらったから。
Wow. Wow, man. It's just, I'm really sorry, Miss Watame. That must be really hard to like to go to something like that. Without spending too much of a point on it, that is actually something that happens not super regularly, but oftentimes the father willingly gives up custody of the children. Um, Generally, it is because of a mutual agreement and just not wanting to have everyone go through the misery of a custody battle. But sometimes, unfortunately, I had heard many anecdotes on YouTube and comments, etc., saying like my father straight out says that he didn't want us, and like, wow, I can't even imagine what that must feel like. Poor girl, you can even hear her like tearing up a little bit. Wow. These parts made me respect the talents a lot more. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, of course, a lot of people meme on the VTubers a lot, uh, and maybe on some level the Hololive VTubers because they tend to frame themselves, to present themselves as the super idol that wants to cheer everyone's smiles, etc. But a lot of people in Hololive are really determined and they are really really amazing. And of course, like we know, for example, Marine and all the difficulties with her job that she had. From what I understand, Miss Crony also went through a few difficulties, and of course, this with Watame. Um, yeah, they are quite amazing people. By the way, Watame is one of the talents that welcomes what most would call trauma dumping. Oh yeah, man, that stuff is so emotionally difficult to deal with sometimes. I imagine it's because she often fell through. She had went through so many difficulties, and she also wants to be a safe space to make other people happy. But that stuff can really wear you down if you're not careful. A lot of them apply 3 times 3 to 5. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard about that. There was even one. I don't remember one, but one that applied a lot of times, and then eventually she asked, "Okay, fine. I give up. I give up as a talent. But how about trying being a manager or something?" And like I think some shenanigans happened, and eventually she ended up being a talent anyway. Like, Louis, oh Miss Louis, that's amazing. Wow, wow, wow. And I think Miss Louis is also someone who is like a similar age than Miss Marine, right? I imagine it's part of why she feels so close to Marine. Coco was staffed before they told her to try being a talent. Oh, really? I thought she only auditioned to be a staff, or I mean, like she presented her curriculum to be a manager or whatever, and it was like the interviewer or Jagu or someone that said, "No, sorry, you're too much of a character. You need to be a talent." But I didn't know that she was actually a staff, huh? Mm. Because sorry about that. I think that Miss Coco or Miss Kayson, already had a very popular, a very well-known career, online identity before becoming Coco.
もう今はこうやってね、そうスパチャ日記みたいに言ってくれる人ができて、なんか生まれてきてよかったなって、生きててよかったなって思うからさ。
Wow.
一軒家買ったらそんな余裕
Miss Watame really does seem to have lived a very difficult life. I guess that's part of what makes her so relatable to a lot of people.
めっちゃ頑張って
And yeah, buying a house is pretty much affordable for a lot of people nowadays.
できたら
Like, I think only someone like Marine or something, or like some of the really successful Hololives.
わため
No, actually,
お母さんに
I think
ちょっとした家を買ってあげたいなと思っていて
that's so sweet.
でもそういろいろ悲しいこととか辛いこととかも経験してるから、そ
I
れ
don't
が
know
な
how
かったら
popular it was when she still had that old
今
model.
の
I don't think it was that well known.
思うのでよかったら
Look at this. The video. Sorry.
でもそういろいろ悲しいこととか
Yeah, it seems
辛い
so.
こととかも経験してるからそれがなかったら今のわためはいなかったと思うのでよかった
Well, there is something to be said about suffering making you kinder.
せーの
Honestly, I'm a little bit amazed, and I always assumed Miss Watame was essentially a more trickster, or a more like warikunaya, more of a mean person. I had no idea that she was actually so sweet. Watame will love you.
I love you I love you
Arigato. Ah, 恥ずかしい。Watame will do anything to put a smile on your face.
今のだって今のは本当
今
よ愛してるよ
But most importantly, Watame,
悪くないよね
warikunaya ne. Ah, man. Amazing. Watame gets emotional a lot when she plays games. Does she? I'm actually quite amazed at that. Okay, I'm not touching that one. Seeing Katrina's penguin one. Okay. Okay, bro. The next one is already recommended. Kyriu Coco. Oh, was it Kyriu Coco? Or I thought it was... Oh, yeah, here it is. Wanjiro Kanata. Yeah, because I was remembered that it was Kanata. Yeah. Amazing.
コメントのみんな準備はいいか
I'm Amanda Canada. I'm
Amanda
Gorilla.
Kanata.
And I'm PPT.
PPT.
I'm Angel. Nice to meet you.
Wait, so she's an angel gorilla?
ここはね、僕の実家です。天国、はじめまして。ようこそ。ようこそ、僕の天国。
I'm having a bit of an ominous feeling from the music. Oh. Sorry, I need to mute my mic for a moment.
コメントでね、海外日記は絶対音感天使。パーフェクト、パーフェクト、ピッチ、天使と呼んでるよ。かっこいいっていうコメントがあったんだけど、海外日記、これ、マジのマジのマジですか？嬉しい。
本当です。
嬉しい。
本当です。
待って、パーフェクトピッチ、ピピ天使。
ピピ天使。
あの、あまりくね、
ピピ天使。
海
OK
外日記もピーピー天使と呼ばれてる説あるということですかね、これはね。フォローに見ていきたいと思います。まず最初についちゃいきます。この強さってところです。まず
Also, I do apologize that probably my mouth tracking feels a little bit off. Seems a little bit off today. I am still adjusting to the microphone can cover my mouth sometimes. So. Oh. ほんとよ。
パンツは
パンツは
鉄色ダッサ
That's... Well, that is a little lame, not gonna lie. I mean,
ダメだってなんか
gray?
変な色のパンツ履いてるじゃん
I guess can look good with set. ちょっとね。
ちょっと僕のパンツが臭いみたいな
I don't mind times, I appreciate it.
ちゃんと毎日洗ってるなんか汚いみたいになってるから洗ってくパンツこれで綺麗になった
Okay,
こ
well.
れで臭くない
Kusakunai, sting not. は
あれですよね、僕、ちっちゃい時、自分のことをニャンニャンって言ってた時期があって。
あなたニャンニャンだったの
Twitter が。
Hachaman with the killer line. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
トイレが繋がらない
Twitter.
トイレに行きたいってこと
Twitter に
的な待ってる
ログインした。ログイン。
トイレにログイン
ちげえよば。
トイレ
Yeah.
なんだこのボロ雑巾。
みんな僕の T シャツのことボロ雑巾って言ってボロ雑巾っていうのはもっと
Well, you know, I
違う
didn't expect Miss Canada to
だった
be
よねあれは
such a gremlin. PP search, of course. Right.
お友達のポーズをしてながら
Honestly, those shorts, I mean, this one, this short or these skits, as someone who mainly consumes Hololive VN, they often feel a little bit surreal to see. Like,
お友達
I like them, but they just feel a lot very alien for me.
のポ
She apparently dresses really bad here, though. Just kind of listing of other references in these
ーズを
clips.
してなのだ
ちょっとだけ。
Jaja pose, come on. Oh, that's a typical Jaja pose. Everyone does that one. Oh, hey, sorry.
家族じゃない。待って、家族じゃない、これ。
みんなもねご存知の通り
Oh.
僕ゴリラなんですけど
Also, I probably shouldn't mention this too much. It doesn't really have anything to do with the stream. But, like, I was a little bit insecure these past few days because I got a few mean comments about my about my voice. Like, especially about my hair and stuff. For example, they say, Hara-san, that's good. I don't know why, but those comments don't really leave my head for a moment, so for a while, so yeah.
センシティブしやすい全世界にさらすのはちょっとでこれ
Oh god. Please don't die, Miss Mia. Please don't. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, I was already expecting mean comments when I posted my voice in that place, a clip of my voice, but at least I also got a lot of feedback and a lot of useful advice. So it was worth it, just yeah.
この人は誰かと言いますとパパなんですよねこれは
Papa?
うちのお父さんですちょっと
お父さん
ゴリラが
なんだ
ねゴリラ味がないかもしれませんが、まあ、パパはゴリラじゃないということで僕はハーフなんですね、
Half. Right, half gorilla, half angel.
味わえませんよみんな残念ながら味わえないよ僕の
What?
おっぱいは僕のおっぱいとお尻はマジでプリティプニプニだからね僕のお
プニプニ
ケツグラムをした時にされた時にねスイちゃんとココに言われたけどカナタンのお尻はマジでプリティプニプニ好きとてもおっぱいが好きなことに理由はない
Oh, right. Because Kanata, well, I mean, I think it was already mentioned in a previous video that Kanata, from Kanata being like the super idol, like she's the most the one that most wants to be like an idol in the traditional sense in Hololive. But I don't know if the most, but she really wants to be like complete pure idol, like no interaction with men, completely dedicated to her audience and all that. And like I think she is the one that a lot of people tease about being unironically a woman that loves women. We can put it anyway.
理由はつけられないおっぱいが好きなことにだっておっぱいが好きなんだもの
But like
女性でもおっぱ
a lot of Hololive gears actually do have some both way tendencies, I think.
巨乳の女性でもおっぱいが好きっていう人も絶対いるので、
Yeah, there very much are.
僕もただおっぱいが好き。
おっぱい大好き。本当に本当に。
おっぱいの話一生しちゃうわマジで。僕
I was going to say I also can keep talking about what is it? Okay, about boobs forever, but like I don't know. That's not very professional of me. No, no, no.
でも一生結婚しないかもってマジで思ってあまねママに言った。僕もしかしたら一生結婚しないかもって言ってみたことある。そしたらじゃあこの話またちょっと雑談にするわ。そしたらママがあんたレズなのって言ってきて、
私たちも私たちも
But a lot of kids don't want to get married nowadays, though. Well, I mean, don't want to is different from I'll never be able to, I guess, but yeah.
指輪ペアリング
Some people just like getting reaction from explaining activities, so even if it's hard to do, it's better to keep it in mind. Thank you, yeah, I really appreciate that a lot. Yeah, it was clearly some people that just wanted to be mean.
謎に
い
謎にペアリング買いに行ってさ、スメルユ
Smell it?
お前が
Oh no, you don't want to smell me.
失礼
I smell bad.
ということスメルユノットおまねかなのスメル
What?
あキルユ
Hey, wait, no.
キルユ
No, don't kill me.
イエス
Yeah, oh, this game, man. This is one of the games that is so absurd in how it gets you killed. Like, it's one of those typical ones when you take an option or like choose a dialogue option that seems completely innocuous and like it results in your immediate death. It's kind of a cool game. I didn't really play it a lot, and you know, I actually wanted to play this one on stream, but now you had to pay for it. now you had to pay for it on Steam. And like I had some mixed feelings about it. It kind of sucks for me, of course, but I am also kind of happy that the developer of the game is actually making something out of it. Because even if it was an RPG Maker game, it must still have taken quite a bit of effort to make. Okay. Yeah. Wait, isn't that heavy rain?
片耳がね難聴
Oh, this is actually before we get into that part. Yeah. Just with the people with the mean comments. Actually, the one thing that actually bothered me with them, it wasn't so much just the mean comments in themselves, but like one said that you said a somewhat racist term to say what I said, what I sounded like, and ironically, that was actually what bothered me a lot, because like, well, it's not worth getting into it too much, but
があり
no. The people that I say that left me some mean comments when I said a clip of my voice. Sorry, I really sorry. No, I did not mean you. Okay, I better explain in detail. So the person said that I sounded like a goblin, and like I assumed that it was because they heard that I had like a very ESL kind of accent, and I don't know if they assumed that I'm from like India or if I am like from Latin America, which I am from Latin America, and without getting into detail about it too much, goblin tends to be like a sort of racially charged term for people from Latin America, or at least that's the way that I interpreted it. And so like that's actually the thing that I was a little bit wounded about, really. But mostly that someone that like probably just wants to get the feeling that they're superior to someone because of something that they had absolutely no merit, nothing to do with. Like, yeah, I don't know. It was like, I get the situation now. No, yeah. Sorry, no, that was not the case at all. That's why I wanted to clarify it real fast. And it was also a bit of a small lesson for me too. In the like, um, I must also note that like sometimes things can get misunderstood when I speak. Like it's a bit funny because when I speak normally, I don't really trip over my words a lot. But when you are behind the camera, when you are live, you do have that little bit of, okay, we are live kind of chip on your head. And so, like, you're often trying to think of, like, oh, okay, so if I say this, what kind of reaction might this get? Or what kind of, like, could this be misinterpreted? Could this result in a misunderstanding? But of course, in my case, because I'm not very accustomed to the online sphere, um, and sometimes I don't know what I understand. Uh, Sorry you got that comment. Probably hurts more when you had less viewers, but with more of them, you had more bad comments. Yeah, in a way, it was a little it was a bit, well, I don't want to say fortunate, of course, but it was an useful learning experience because, of course, I knew when I started VTubing that I was going to get unpleasant comments from time to time. And at the very least, it's good to know that I got that many comments and they bounce around in my head from bit to bit, but like, uh, fortunately, they don't make me want to stop doing streams. They don't make me want to stop singing or anything like that. So it's good to already know that I can survive the mean comments. You know, it's like when your immune system gets a virus, an infection, and knows how to fight it off. I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's just internet being the internet. And I think it's also a lot of it also depends on which kind of like community discovers you or which kind of community interacts with you. Um, so and of course when you get more popular, then yeah, then you also get a certain subset of like of mean comments. But on the other hand, because most people tend to be nice or tend to be like um watch people that they enjoy watching, then you can also feel like, oh well, even if these people don't like me, I know there are so many people that do like my voice, how I sound, how I stream, so it doesn't sting too much. And maybe I expand into that a bit more, but I want
ちょ
to
っと片
get
耳
into
が
Miss Canada.
ね難聴があり
Mm.
24時間ずっと耳鳴りがしているみたいなね、そういうね、まあ、治らない、ほとんど治らないかもしれないともね、ちょっと言われておりまして、まあでもそれを受け入れて頑張っていこうっていう気持ちになれたのと、でも
Um, Actually, I'm a bit interested on that. From that, it sounds like she has tinnitus, but you mentioned in another occasion that the doctors actually told her that the condition will get worse and it will eventually make her deaf. So, like, it doesn't sound like it'd be just tinnitus.
なんだろうな、別に僕が歌わなくてもいいね、歌う人いっぱいいるから。
That's crazy. Miss Kanata is such an incredible singer.
あったんだけど、ずっとね、ちっちゃい時から毎日歌を歌ってたけども、ほんと正直2年1、2年丸々ほぼ歌わなかったですって言ったらさ、デビュー前ね、歌うのもさ、やめようって思ったんで、一度笑ってくれるかな。
No! Yeah, exactly. Honestly, that's so amazing to hear that really, because Miss Kanata is such an incredible singer. Ear disorder. Huh.
歌が楽しいってもう全部心から100%思えるように
Yeah, that's a really important thing, to be able to enjoy the opportunity. Ah, wow, what an ending. Okay, what a perfect ending. That's probably like an excellent ending. Yeah. And of course, like people who had these kind of conditions, they don't really want to focus on to focus too much on the fact, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to do this, I'm going to be able to be sick about that, etc. Like they want to focus on the good things, on the things that they are still able to do. So like I want to um I want to be able to uh enjoy the time that I have left, enjoy the opportunities that I can take in, and I simply want to enjoy my life. I don't want to have this condition defined that uh, be everything that I think about. I don't want to be miserable all the time. And a lot of it is also that you kind of want to feel like you had some agency and you had some power over things, and instead of like letting yourself be controlled by um, the burdens that you have. You just generally don't want to feel like a victim, I guess. And full disclosure, I don't really have a medical condition or anything, thankfully, but I had gone through periods of similar things in my life, so that's why I say 1 year of Kanata, and this one, oh, excellent. Yeah, I can copy here, and here we can go. Oh, wonderful. This should be the. Hey, hey, this is gonna be fun. This showcases stress range. Oh yeah, yeah, it has all the vibes of Apocalypse on. How is what activated? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Wow. I was going to say, yeah, Misora sounded so serious in this song, and now this. Wow, they're not kidding about her being the Vocaloid VTuber. How is this even possible? This is amazing. Wow. She was called the human Vocaloid in the old VTuber's time. Yeah, I can very much see that. That's... Wow. Okay. That's incredible. Wow. Wow. Yeesh. Yeesh. Sheesh. Eso es increíble. Eso es simplemente increíble. Wow. Now that is that is actually quite amazing. I do need to go to the bathroom for 2 minutes. I'll be back real soon. Here. Hemos retornado. Idol meeting, yes. Yes. I had a 2-minute idol meeting. Oh man. That's funny. Very well. Now next video is already recommended. I think it will be this one, right? Because it said something like start. So I don't know if it's upper left or if it's there. Bottom right. Oh yeah. Here it is. What is this one? Oh, this is a Kanata channel. Hey. And when was this? Oh, this is a very recent song. Oh yeah, often I forget that Misora also enjoys like doing Vocaloid dances. I don't know why I don't. Sorry, let's actually try to get by those to get the lyrics. I don't know why I never think of Misora as a dancer, like on a singer, but yeah, she also likes Vocaloid. So. Papaya? Papaya. Oh. Wow. That range is insane. Wow, some of those leg movements are very tight. That's amazing. This is a throwback to how she used to cover songs back in the day. I think I saw a little bit of that, but only a tiny bit. Papaya. Man, Misora was just born to entertain. How can she sing so high? Because you can tell that she doesn't really use falsetto. Maybe at most she goes to her whistle register. So like she completely dominates her upper range. Oh, this is her first original to go to 1,000,000? That's so cool! That's amazing. Hua hua. Yeah, this is actually quite a throwback to the old days of Vocaloid. I will be honest, I wasn't really ever too much into Vocaloid, but I did know that they did some crazy vocal lines. And like, wow. That is wow. that really is wow. Very well. So it could be the Breast Nusagi video next, the Christmas Miracle. At first, I do want to try doing a few Kyriu Coco clips, because to be able to clip that later after. But this one I already saw previously on a stream, and oh, thank you for the recommendation too, by the way. 17 minutes of Marina Coco falling each other. Ok, Reazo TV Festival, el primer y último meme 100% español. Well, you know, sometimes I was actually exploring the idea of like doing some. I'm going to do 3 minutes of this and then we see the.
It's over crappy. The fuck?
いや負けないかんね
何歳の後なのね、一番小さいよね、マリンがね。
ね、ちょっと待ってこん
なんだ
な
なんだ
おっぱいで
遠藤の中でも最弱おっぱいだ。
知りました。はい、絶命。はい、次。
Oh yeah, actually it could be. I mean, I don't know about Miss Flair's size, but like Noeru and Coco were actually quite voluminous. It's actually quite surreal to think Marin could be in a group where she is the less point one.
放送マリンです。よろしくお願いします。おい、ちょっと勝手に乗ってないでください。ココさんなんで勝手に放送マリン名乗り始めちゃったんですか。
はい
なんで
ちょっと
なんで
さっき最弱っていじめられてたんで、やっぱ後輩としてね、一旦最弱をかぶっといて。
Right, yes.
船長プレゼント行くわ、プレゼント。あ、ここで。
スターはやめて。
何が取られるんですか。
でもスター入ってるかもしれんもんな。
そうそう、ワン
Is it? Huh.
どっちのつづらを選ぶ？
やっぱマリンはピンクっしょ。赤。マリンの赤。
Oh, I'm sorry.
なんだこんにちは。じゃあここまで来ましたね。あなたさえ良ければライバルからスタイル恋を横取り。お、
本気？
That part is always guaranteed to piss off your friends.
思ったよりも高い。
Like whenever I played Mario Party, I never dare to do that kind of stuff.
でも団長じゃないよな。
いや
後輩からお金を巻き上げるなんて先輩
マリン私のコインでいいよ。私にしな。前にコインしかねえじゃねえかよ。やめて。いやでもココさんね、やっぱちょっと先輩にはね、なんていうんですか、やっぱさ、その世界っていうのはね、ホロライブっていう世界は、
Mhm.
この上の立場が上の者に金を吸い取られる世界でしょ。先輩、なんていうんだっけ、みかじめ料ですね、これが。はい、よこしいや、みかじめ料。
ひどい。
持ってんね、持ってんね。
That's awful.
弱者は食われる世界なんじゃ。ホロライブ。これがホロライブじゃけ。
これがホロライブ
Okay.
だわ。
覚えときや、キリュウ。
Oh god, you can just imagine they made like 10 dojins out of that line. Jesus.
キリュウちゃん
本当に。
お金足りなくてスター買えないですね。
あんまり遠くまで行きたくないんですよね。俺が枠は
確かに。
ちょっとお金を
いやいやでもココさんはでかい目出すじゃないですかいつも。
More like, yeah, maybe.
あらまあ。あらココさんもしかしてお金なくてお買い物できないんですか？あら。
Honestly, with sorry, I was going to mention something about like the other agency, but I probably shouldn't say it.
金がしょぼーん。ひどい金さえ奪われなければ。
これが何よパーティーですよココさん。
One thing that I can actually mention, I guess, is this is only a rumor that I read in comments, so like it's not very solid or anything. But actually, Miss Marine was really depressed. Well, I don't know if depressed, but like she was really unhappy that Miss Coco had to ended up leaving Hololive, even to the point that there was a brief period of time. Sorry about that. That she herself actually was considering quitting Hololive, because of how happy she was that Coco left. Because from what I understand and what I could see from clips, Marine and Coco were really close. They were really close. And like you can tell that they were often like how to say it. I guess they call it each other's ride or die when it came to like doing absolutely yabai stuff. So like I can see why Miss Marine will have been like super bummed out that like her closest partner in crime left. A lot of Holomen tried to convince Coco not to leave. Oh, really? Huh. I imagine that also Jago at least gave her like some advice on like, you know, if you want to do this and if these are your objectives, then maybe this is what is best for you, and I really hope you don't leave it, by the way, not that. Because Jago seems like, I know it gets said a lot, but Tanigo-san, he's really warm and really kind and caring towards the talent in a very paternal way. Like, it is not common as a CEO to be okay with like allowing your employers to see you cry, and generally a lot of CEOs aren't really going to care. And just the fact that he cares so much about them, that he is open to doing that, and that he is open to like enduring so much stuff for the people under his charge, is actually really admirable. English first concern, right? You can see that a little bit of that in Mr. Sakana as well, Fishman, Mr. Sakana of Face Connect too. But of course, he tends to be a lot colder. Like that's perfectly okay. I mean, he is the CEO. He's not like the personal manager, or anything like that. Unfortunately, he was also able to see that his own limitations in personal character and realize that, okay, no, I am too blunt. Essentially, I need someone to like interact with, to be more conciliatory with the talents. It was a bit loss after they got rid of the CM branch because of their backlash. It was kind of like a loss after loss, even as they tried to be apolitical. Yeah, because the entire China situation just didn't really leave them allowed them a choice, and it was just like something so unfortunate that like just because of something that appeared for like 5 seconds in not even something that they actually did or anything, it was just literally just the way that Google demonstrated their statistic or something, and just because of that some really huge kerfuffle got like out, that disaster started. It's really unfortunate out the way that it happened. I am actually not sure if this is actually really the case, but I heard that there was the possibility that Hololive was starting to try out doing some stuff in mainland China again. But it seems to be very tentative and very like just a few stuff and we'll see what happens. So I don't really know much about that. Like I can imagine that they are going to explore maybe a little bit of China, but it's pretty clear that their main heart is set on Japan and maybe the Western Hemisphere. Bilibili specifically, yeah, yeah. They seem to have like a special agreement or a special contract or something with Bilibili. But like, I imagine it's just something that like they're trying out. Okay, I mean it's been 3 years. Like let's see what happens. But we are not going to kowtow to anything of like whatever they tell us. If they order us something that we don't want to do, then yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. They came back paying after how much worse off they are now. Billy was doing bad. I actually had no idea about that. I just heard that it was like it was the YouTube in East Asia, or at least in China. But I didn't know that the site itself was doing bad. Oh, a lot of Taiwanese use Bilibili too. Oh, really? I didn't know that. And now they had so many collabs in Taiwan. Yeah, yeah. Oh, they will never cater to China in the same way because of how much Taiwan loves them now. Yeah, and of course, because if they actually try to cater to, sorry, maybe I'm just ending up in a bit of too much political territory, but essentially, if they try to cater to mainland China, then that will mean that they have to cater full on. Um, like China won't really accept any compromises probably. So like it's probably far preferable to them to connect more with the more flexible or more reasonable Western and Taiwanese spheres and fandoms. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that. That the Taiwan government welcomed Gura on Twitter when she visited for a collab with a company. And they were all over the news. Yeah, Taiwan seems to love their VTubers. Honestly, it's really nice. It's really cool. Giga Chat Radbro spotted a Hololive first concept. Radbro? Wow! Wow! That's sugoi! That's amazing. Honestly, he does seem like he's actually a really cool guy. Yeah, I also saw that guy that super buff guy that cosplayed as Marin. Honestly, it was really funny. Oh hey! The autoplay. Don't autoplay. Don't do that autoplay. Oh. Cinema mode. We're just gonna load this other. Oh man. I will confess, sometimes I thought about doing well, I guess it became crossplay of Mokoko-chan specifically. But for me, it was more of a dedicatory or an honor of as a thank you to Fuwa Moko. But like I had never really done cosplay before, and it's not something that I am particularly. I don't know if it's something that I want to do all the effort of making. And I was also thinking of like, oh man, how about a Flayon cosplay too? Because that's one that will fit well with my body type. Um. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay, here it is. This one should be like. Hashimate project. Oh, this is a new song. Man, her. Well, I don't know if it's like a super recent song, but her Bidi Bidi Boo song is actually such a banger. I saw so many shorts of people doing the dances. The dance is so tight. Like it's so. Sorry about that. Sorry. Ads can be pretty annoying, aren't they? Sorry about that. This one. Apologies for that. Vocal Letsuise? This wasn't in my bingo card. Huh. the super colors. I see. Wait, is the album Kyriu Coco? No, I think they're... wait, no, that is Matsuri. Oh, so these are Subaru? It's so strange to see Subaru wearing girly clothes. Oh. 若でかですindeed. Unknown Motor Goose? Is there a specific talent you want to hear sing? I was thinking of maybe reacting to Miss Fauna's song, but I wasn't entirely sure. I was actually thinking of checking that the person Sagi video. So I sent some recommendations of them. On the GPS sphere? Well, I am not super sure because... well, Matsuri maybe could be interesting because I don't really know, I don't really know a lot of the GP Hololive outside of the big ones. And of course, Suisei, I heard her singing quite a lot. Oh, it is Sora, okay. Fubuki could also be interesting because they sound so good in the cover. Yeah, everyone sounds tight. I'm sorry, tight is probably like such a strange line. Iru has the super high pitch too. Iruha, yeah, she's one of the ones that I'm completely unfamiliar with, unfortunately. But I think she is actually Towa's genmate, right? She's probably for Tarina. Oh. Well, actually, I don't think that they had done any covers yet, but from Riglos, I guess I will be interested to hear how Miss Aokun sounds. Aosan, sorry, Aosan. I mean, other Hololivers might call her Aokun, but I should call her Aosan. I shall be polite. Riglos does so many covers. Oh, do they? That would be really cool to listen to. I'm going to have this one, and in this one I'm going to enter the Presno Sagi. This person is actually a really, really cool Masuro clipper. But actually, I don't know if this one. Fine. I guess we can actually listen to it because on the previous time that I listened to it on stream, the volume was too low.
お願いします。バニー賞本当にお願いします。本当にお願いします。バニーじゃなくてもいい。僕はマシロさんの女装姿を見るためにこのように生を受けました。未来はわしを迎えることが嫌すぎるのが悩みです。ここで一句お願いしお願いします。お願いしお願いし。
Yeah,助けて。
次行きましょう。
次で。Okay. All right. Very well. Oh god. Come on, have you ever seen someone die? I've seen it twice. Yeah, Mashiro is actually really. I mean, part of his Gatmo is that he seems really, really cute, but he's actually has a freaking very gremlin personality, and he like often talks about horror and that kind of stuff. He's honestly really, really fascinating. Could you repeat what you said about individual members you want to hear sing? Because it was a bit hard to hear you. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I sometimes my accent sleeps a bit much. Sorry about that. Let's see. It was Aosan, Aokun, and also Matsuri. Those are the two big ones that come to mind. And on the GP side, I get feeling that I'm forgetting someone. But Aokun and Aosan and Matsuri-san, they will be the main ones. All right. So the press no Sagi. Yes. Okay. Oh wow, this already got restricted. Wow, that's amazing. The VTuber will save it Hololive. Okay, that will actually be
I
interesting to
originally
see.
wanted.
I will admit, sometimes that sounds too bad for me to say, but sometimes I feel a little bad for the Press no Sagi, because obviously I wasn't really there for his whole Patreon drama, but from what I knew of his Twitter statement and the time off he took from the VTuber industry, he seemed to be really heartbroken about that whole situation. I think some people say, "Oh man, it probably seems that he genuinely didn't have bad intentions. He just was really naive and he acted without thinking." So like, it must be really painful to like see the entire community turning against you. And also with Russia, I will admit, even oh man, sorry. Sometimes sometimes I think I'm talking a bit much, but with Miss Russia, I also feel a little bad because it's obvious that she has a lot of things that she's dealing with, and obviously she also. It turns out that she did a lot of bad stuff that came off after she left Hololive, but sometimes I try to think of just her time with during Hololive as I try not to let the unfortunate stuff like ruin my memories of Russia, if that makes any sense. Like, because like despite how everything turned out, she was still one of the biggest VTubers in the entire world for a while. And yeah, did a lot of cool stuff other than aside from the parasocialism too. And as a parasocial, she was actually quite amazing. She was quite good. And let's be honest about that. Well, some also assume he did videos about connecting Holoman to their ERL before this channel. Oh, so on his past life? That would actually be a little, yeah, a little not that good. But yeah, he does some good videos. He really does. He really does. Oh no, talking about past lives are not fine. Oh my, yeah. Well, I mean, after everything that happened with the person that is now Miss Tokibird, like that changed the opinion on past life for a lot of people. But it's something that really depends on the talent, of course. Sorry, I'm trying to find the Pacific Christmas Miracle video. I thought it was actually more on the. Or maybe I already went past it. No, I think it was one of his first videos. Ah, oh no. It seems I lost. Manual Lunes, graduation, how to end a career. Dicer and search. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. Because I'm surprised at that I completely missed that. Oh well. The one thing that I like about Nosagi also is that he does like very insightful general level the person side Nosagi level commentary about VTubing as a whole, but he also does it with the character of being like one of us, so to say, like one of the watchers, one of the fans. Okay, yeah, here it is. So I'm gonna load
When
this one here, and then I'm also going to keep the cover song. I don't know, here, copy it here. One of the Nozaki, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So like it feels a lot like you like it's a friend in the culture that's telling you about like this or that story or telling you about his opinions. Almost like hearing someone was really insightful about VTubing talking in a Discord or something.
When Tokino Sora started in September 2017, she was actually one of the first 10 VTubers that was considered a real VTuber at the time. But unfortunately, she was
One of the
never really
first
able
10?
to find her footing for quite a few months. Other VTuber and VTuber companies followed, and each even surpassing Tokino Sora's own growth. Nothing was really special about her, and suffice to say, idol VTubers weren't exactly in demand or was even a proper niche to begin with, because
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
only was Covercorp hesitant with the idol direction, but because
The Beatles? Okay, that was actually great. Not gonna lie. I actually love it. That Talking. Oh well, I mean it was probably a typo, but still that's really funny. She started before some of the big four at the time. The big four? Because yeah, no. Kizuna I was already there in like 2016. The Beatles. So I imagine that she's not that I is not one of them. The four heavenly kings. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with them. It's what they're called. Huh.
not only was Covercorp hesitant with the idol direction, but because VTubers were already doing what online idols and utaitas were doing at that time, so to add the idol label would just be repetitive. Of course, we now have idols
Yeah.
as something that's intertwined with the concept of VTubing due to Hololive, but that's because
Yeah.
Covercorp managed to find a way to make it work. But at the time, they didn't. Covercorp was mostly just a tech company, and Tokino Sora was just their poster girl, a VTuber drifting idly by and doing her own thing.
Yeah, I imagine that at the start, like probably Tanigo-san and the other staff at Idol weren't really sure what to do exactly with Tokino Sora. She was essentially someone that came to them and like managed to convince them to like try out the VTubing and stuff. But like Tanigo-san, I think he more or less came into all this by
By
accident.
December, a mere 3 months after she debuted, she had accrued 1,000 subscribers and was supposed to be doing a Christmas special stream. She did not expect much, just the usual numbers that averaged somewhere from 500 to 900 views a video and roughly 2 digits in live concurrent viewership.
Man, 2 digits is not really bad for a super small well, not really like indie, but at that time Hololive was a small company, and like we didn't really have like a super amount of publicity backing or anything, and like as I mentioned, her design, well, how to say this in a sensible manner. It's not like her lore is anything super crazy or anything. But there are actually a lot of YouTubers who get stuck on a rut of like not having a lot of subscribers, not having a lot of views. Like sometimes you can spend a long time without the algorithm really picking you up. Like yeah, that it can be a bit depressing sometimes.
But suddenly, it went to 300, then to 5,
Uh,
to 8,
huh?
to 1,000,
Huh?
to 1,200. Suddenly,
And a
from
lot of
1K
people hope for
subscribers,
that
Sora
one
found
big
herself
blow up.
sitting at 3,000 subscribers overnight. An astonished Sora could
Nice.
only wonder and be shocked at the sudden growth. It was as if something was wrong with the world. But how this happened and the one little angel that allowed for this little Christmas miracle to occur was actually one of the biggest names in VTubing at that time, Zero. A bit of information
Oh,
about Zero.
so
Again,
this
she
is
was
one
one
of
of the
the
more
four
popular
kings?
VTubers at that time. She's actually something of an English speaker and is good at a few video games. What separated her from other VTubers was the fact that she seemed more natural. Whereas Kizuna Ai and Co were rather explosive in their reactions and in the things they say for the sake of entertainment.
Yeah, full disclaimer, I actually watched a few clips of Kizuna at the time when I was very, very young. But I didn't really fully get into it because from what I watched at the time, it seemed like she was doing like skits when she did like funny shorts, what we will now call shorts, that she mimicked singing the songs or and all that stuff. If I had known that she also did live streams of video games when she was playing video games, interacting with her audience, I would have probably had been having hooked, to be entirely honest. But a lot of the presentation that Kiss and I had, at least for normies, I guess we could say for the wider audience, it did seem to me, it did not to me. I mean, it did seem to be that it was mainly um a VTuber, a person doing skits. So like, it was nice, but it wasn't really something that I was into at the time.
Zero was calm, soothing, more relaxed and chill. Also, she wanted to be an idol. On that night, she was supposed to have
But sorry, as my commented, but I do remember thinking at the time that it was actually super cool that someone was doing that. That someone was moving an animated avatar essentially.
her own Christmas
Oh,
special,
sorry.
but due to a slew of technical issues, her stream was promptly taken down. And with the audience left wanting for content, Zero generously decided to recommend and direct her viewers to Tokinosora's
first
Christmas
rate.
stream. And after that, viewers flooded in. All of these events was recorded on the JP board on 4chan, and this seemingly small act of generosity created a domino effect that not
Yeah, when you get that snowball rolling, you get that big blow up, then like if you have the abilities to actually seize on that opportunity, then it's a snowball. Like the views grow, the likes grow, everything just starts like blowing up really. It could also happen that if the algorithm doesn't favor you, or if you don't manage to retain the audience, it could be like you have one video that gets like thousands of views and the others like go back to your regular. But if you are good at what you're doing and you are ready, then it can actually really blow up. Yeah. Oh no, Shiro's live and Sola's views went down to 1,200. She's doing okay. She's been boosted to over 2,000 subs because of this. Hovering about around 900, which can still be seen as a positive considering she was barely about 300 before. Tripled the amount of subs in one night. Live stream last night has 14,000 views. The girl just has the best Christmas ever.
board on 4chan, and this seemingly small act of generosity created a domino effect that not only would shape the VTuber scene in the present, but it also saved Hololive and Tokinosora. For you see,
Yeah.
after that stream, Tokinosora became the talk of the town for quite a bit. She rapidly
Yeah,
accrued
it
numbers,
can be a
so
lot of-
rapidly in fact that she
aka indefinite hiatus. It can certainly feel like that because there are actually like a ton of VTubers. Well, I don't know if there are a ton, but there are a lot of VTubers that maybe you actually see their streams and they are really well made streams. They had good audio, they are engaging, they're talking all the time, they are being funny, but because of various stuff, they can spend a long time without no one actually discovering them. And like if no one actually comes to see your streams, then it can be like Misora that from the start you can tell that she was a wonderful person. But like it took until thousands of people came to actually watch her stream to like start again, oh, this girl is amazing. Her her BA did actually leave the company during the hiatus. Oh yeah, and there was also that whole thing about like the multiple BAs and stuff, and from what I understand, that really damaged things. Like people just didn't see Kizuna the same after that, or to be more specific, they didn't see the agency behind Kizuna the same. So like mm, there was always like that little I don't know, it kind of changed things. I'm not really familiar with how that entire thing went down, but from what I understand, it actually broke a lot of trust with the audience. And it's unfortunate because it seems like the BA behind Kizuna was really, really sweet and really wonderful. Sadly, the Kizuna age is confirmed over now. Yes, it is. It's actually it's kinda sad, yeah. No, that was actually walked back and people did not understand even after Kizuna addressed it. Oh, I do think I heard a bit about that. And I did remember hearing that like people reacted so horribly to it that like the agency completely walked it back. I imagine that it was also a bit of a learning experience for everyone around the VTubing industry, that the audience was not going to accept a BA change. Like the the model is the character and is the person. And I guess a lot of positive things came out of that, in that it showed the agencies that the people behind the avatar are not as disposable as some of the shaded agencies would like to believe. Oh, oh, that's interesting. It was a big learning experiences. I think Kizuna I was totally fine with it, and the audience still reacted that way. The audience did not see it coming. Yeah, probably they didn't. I imagine that also um, I'm saying parasocialism here in the good sense, but the parasocialism of the people that went like, I was talking to this person and I told this person some of my hopes and dreams, and I was making jokes with this person, and this is the person that made me loud. I don't want to accept that um, the agency can just replace her like, all of a sudden one day, and we are supposed to think it is all the same. It just doesn't feel the same. Yeah. Although I heard they were pretty horrible in other cases. I heard some people did say that the agency behind Guy did do some questionable stuff from time to time. Huh. Polka came from this agency, if I remember right. Well, now that is fascinating. That is quite interesting. Maybe I'm wrong. Still, it is very interesting. but, but yeah, that was certainly quite an experience, quite a situation with Kiss and I. And I I do hear that she actually at the VA behind Kizuna actually made a letter, brought out an open letter addressing her stepping down completely from the AI project. It was quite a thing. Luna came from Nijisanji, by the way. Oh, Luna is from Hololive, right? I think Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken.
Of the town for quite a bit. She rapidly accrued numbers, so rapidly in fact that she actually reached 100k subscribers by March of 2018, mere
Not
3
bad.
months after the Christmas miracle happened. This would not only
Yeah.
encourage Sora to work harder,
Of course, it also happens because she was able to run with that momentum. Because I bet she was doing stuff all the time. She was always super enthusiastic. She was incredibly singer. She was super cute. So like, unfortunately, I can't always say that it was a matter of time. Because sometimes if the algorithm doesn't favor you, you can spend a really long time stuck on that route. But with someone like Sora that keeps trying and keeps figuring out how to do things right, then it is very likely that she will eventually get an audience.
but it would also prompt Cover Corp to debut more talents, seeing as their
Huh.
success would be able to carve their own path. Tokino Sora would remain the most sub-talent Hololive had until she promptly was surpassed by Shirakami Fubuki sometime later. So without exaggeration, Zero literally saved Tokino Sora and Hololive. Of course, Hololive and
Yeah.
a few other members needed a bit more than saving in the future due to a few mishaps that required more than just an external boost. But it cannot
Yeah.
be denied that Zero was instrumental to Sora's success, which is why Zero is often invited to Sora's 3D lives and performances, and why
Really?
VTuber fans feel joy when they see them interact and perform together.
That's
Sora
so
hasn't
cute.
forgotten the kindness she was given, and nor will older VTuber and Hololive fans, which is why when a Hololive fan sees this face, they best give it the immediate and utmost respect it deserves. And while Zero had enjoyed
Cascade,
quite a
spet.
successful career for some time, come
Lunes from
2019 and
GP.
2020, the industry evolved, and a lot of OGs have grown rather, well, irrelevant. This year, we've lost quite a couple OGs too. Mirai Akari is gone, Natsumi Moe is gone. Hell, Kizuna Ai has been missing.
Well, sorry, I wanted to see actually the year this, not year, I mean, the month this video was made. Oh, this is 11 months ago.
Well, irrelevant. This year, we've lost quite a
Natsuki
couple
Moe
OGs
is back.
too.
We can say
Mirai
that.
Akari
Yeah.
is
We can
gone,
say that.
Natsumi Moe is gone. Hell, Kizuna Ai has been missing for over a year now despite her anime showing. Zero is unfortunately a victim of this, because with all kinds of VTubers popping everywhere and with the new direction the VTuber industry has taken,
Yeah, it's actually this
Because
is
with
like
all
the
kinds of-
first generation of Nijisanji or something, and without the craze, well, I don't want to say like crazy, but you know, without the outlandish designs and lores, etc., to see like three high school
VTubers
girls with
popping
normalish
everywhere
hair,
and with the new direction the
It's like
VTuber
surreal.
industry has taken to at the time, her appeal didn't seem that appealing anymore. She was unable to catch up with the evolving landscape of the Japanese VTuber scene and was unable to ride
Yeah,
on the overseas
it's-
fan base when the industry expanded into the
it's
greater world.
very
Old
wing wing.
names of the on
because
the overseas
I don't
the
know if,
evolving landscape of the Japanese V that appealing
Nats,
anymore.
Miss
She was
Moe,
unable to catch up with
is
the
very
evolving
open about.
landscape of the Japanese VTuber scene and was unable to ride on the overseas fan base when the industry expanded into the greater world. Old names of the VTuber industry, despite some still being active, are mere stories in the history books that most people can really only admire and remember fondly of, but not follow actively. Her numbers aren't as great as they used to be. They are far from the figures of her golden years. However, unfortunately for me,
What
they
is
used
the
to be.
difference of
They are
numbers
far from the
actually?
figures of her golden years.
But they don't seem to actually be
numbers
super different though, right?
aren't as great
Oh no, they are
as
actually
they used to
different.
be.
Yeah.
They are far from the figures of her golden years. However, unfortunately for me, the only thing I can do to show her respect as a content creator and as a VTuber fan is to remember her as a VTuber that not only directly helped shape the VTuber landscape, but also as a great entertainer herself. Me talking about
saved
her
the world
won't
of
put
VTuber.
food on her table. Admittingly, all of this is just lip service, because ultimately, all I can do is give her a spotlight so that hopefully some people will be curious enough to check her out. To this day, Zero is still a huge part of Tokinosora's own VTuber career, and most likely the reverse is also the same. Suffice to say, we'll be seeing more of them in the future together, at least until one of them graduates. Whether or not Zero will be able to achieve her dream of being an idol bigger than how she is now will be up to us and to the future to decide.
Off topic, but when Shuri gets that 3D, it's gonna be crazy. And you know a funny thing about that? Because yeah, it will be actually quite an experience. Miss Shuri was actually the very first debut I got to watch live. I was around when Advent debuted, and I actually watched a little bit of Miss Nerisa's debut too. And sorry about that. Like everyone else, of course, I was thinking, oh man, she's going to have like a super deep, sultry voice, etc., etc. So I was, along with everyone else, I was actually really surprised when she had her, her voice, that really, really sweet, nerdy voice. And then I thought, oh, why did she actually build herself as the super mejera, super quirky kid, etc., etc. And then, like, I think you know that that a microphone watching, not microphone, microscope watching a stream, right? Like when she actually watched bacteria on the on a stream, and it was even it was announced even on there at the very end of her debut, like it was like her second or third stream. Okay, like next stream, we are going to watch different dead animals and bacteria on a microscope. And then the design of her being quirky started making sense. It's It's funny because on the VOD, of course, everyone is like super polite, super prim and proper in the VOD, right? Um, but we did not have any idea of how unhinged Miss Sherry was going to be soon after. Uh, she is quite amazing. Honestly, Sherry is really, really amazing. Uh, and of course, it helps a lot that she is like one of the people that has like the most knowledge about VTubing in general, about VTubing history. Uh, uh, by the way, it looks like Advent 3D is gonna be very soon now. Really? Now that is actually quite amazing. Not a really surprise to you. No, don't worry, it's completely fine. I'm hype. Yeah, I'm hyped too. It's going to be really nice. And actually, I'm especially interested in Fuwamoko's 3D because I get the feeling that they will be the ones that will be most interested in doing like dancing, singing, idol dances and all that kind of stuff. And with them being twins, they could actually probably do some really cool stuff with dance routines. So that will be actually quite amazing. And of course, with Mishori, we can be sure that this is going to do something really, really creative. It's I think people mentioned it's actually quite amazing how Mishori from the build she went like um how 2 3 weeks or something without a single gaming stream. Like all her streams were variety, were talking, were music. There were always something creative. It's honestly genuinely amazing. I totally going to try to see if like there is another the person side
I
video that
originally
could be interesting too. And then I'm going to watch a sauna, the fauna song, because eh, let's see what they're also in Japan now, yeah. And with how much they are trying to connect with LTG members, GP members, they will be guests in a lot of concerts. Yeah, yeah. That's also another big advantage that Fuwamoko have. Being able to the fact that they speak Japanese so fluently. Mm, this one I think could be good. I think this one could be good. Uh, uh okay, so only 5 minutes of this one, and then we enter this one. How Hololive wins by doing nothing. And then I know this is the song that we already seen. Did I already enter the? Oh no, yeah, okay. Oh Shanti. Oh, I heard another video were doing a cover of this song.
Disclaimer, as there might be some people who will find this insensitive to people with actual mental illness, please note that this is just a video exploring the internet phenomenon, specifically in the weeb
Yeah.
community. Mental illness is obviously a serious issue that must be taken seriously, so if you are sensitive to this topic, please keep this in mind as we go along the video or skip the video entirely.
And it's not really worth mentioning too much, but Menjera, from what I understand in Japanese, is actually a bit of a, I don't want to say mocking term, but it's a term that they use in Japan to denote like a trend or something that they don't really understand or take very seriously. Like it's not really said as a positive thing when they say someone is Menjera. But it's a lot of it has to do with the fact that Japan is not exactly the most how to say it, educated country on the topic of mental health.
With that being said, let's
Well,
begin.
a lot of countries aren't really.
This is
but-
Ame-chan, the central character of the game needy streamer Overload. She is a girl with all sorts of internal and external issues.
And I wanted to play this one on stream too, but it's $20, I think, or $15 or something. So, like, I already used all my money to buy this microphone, so like, nothing is for
Doesn't
me
have
for a
work
while.
and she's going to be evicted in a month. She is depressed and craves social validation. She is insecure, has no standards or ethics, and craves internal issues. She doesn't have work and she's going to be evicted in a month.
Wait, I didn't know. I thought that she was just like she had like a normal job on the side or something, or like she was with her parents or something like that. I had no idea that part of the plot of the game was that she was going to be evicted or something. Because yeah, if you are streaming with that, then with something like that hanging over your head, then that must be really, really, really difficult.
She is depressed and craves social validation. She is insecure, has no standards or ethics, only hell bent on getting popular so she doesn't get evicted. Like Tinkerbell.
Oh god, yeah, Jesus, that will be absolutely nightmarish. Oh god, that. Oh man, that will be just absolutely painful.
She needs attention or else she will die. This is Kenjo, a positive figurehead in the internet, a beacon of light in this dark and toxic cesspit that we call social media. Someone who is selfless, promotes good health and positivity, someone who can do no wrong, and someone who will support you if no one else will. Unless of course if you treat her bad. Ame-chan and Kenjel are support you if no one else will. Unless of course if you treat her bad. Ame-chan and Kenjel are actually the same person. Ame-chan and Kenjel are extremely attractive to certain people. This is Shiori, a VTuber from top VTuber agency Hololive. She is a VTuber that many people would call girlfriend material. She is goofy, she likes all sort of things, she reads books, she's more cultured than a lot of people liken themselves to be. She is familiar with the internet, and she's this comfy goofball that just wants to have fun. But when she got announced with this design, certain demographics brainwashed themselves into thinking this was her actual design. And when it turned out she wasn't as mentally deranged as her design implied she would be, they reacted by shouting,
well, in a way, she was actually quite, well, she wasn't deranged or menjera in like the parasocial way, but she is actually quite, quite unique as a character.
Regardless, people who stuck to Shiori realized that she is actually peculiar in her own way, goofy
okay.
and still fitting with the goth, e-girl, nerdy GF that her character design made people think. Shiori is extremely attractive. There's one more person I'd like to introduce. Well, multiple people, actually. And the reason I list all of these, including those in the collage, is because these examples make up the three core types of menheras that Yukari Seko and Minako Kokichi in their 2022 paper titled Mentally Ill and Cute as Hell. Yes,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about menheras.
You like this, don't you?
クッキーが
I will be honest, I never really liked it, Yanderes.
But before we continue, let me introduce Honkai Star Rail. Legit, one of the most compelling, highly produced games of all time. Hoyoverse
this is
just don't miss,
the
honestly.
item.
Their
I
games
guess
just
I am
end up
supposed
getting
to
awards, like the
skip
Best
it
Game of
when
the Year award on the App Store,
when
and
watching
Star
on
Rail is
a,
no
on a
different.
stream, so
A lot
I do
of
apologize. I tend not to
means right
skip
now, they have also
sponsor
perhaps the
times,
most compelling update since Toon S. One of their most
but I
There's
don't
also
want to
and we'll
bore
look
the
out for
people on the
tons
stream,
upon
so
even in the kidding when I say end game. First of all, what is a menhera? So again, please check the game out. Ad over. First of all, what is a menhera anyway? Well, I mean, if you are already watching this video and follow my channel, you most likely know what it is. But to the uninitiated, it's basically a mentally ill person. But the term has an interesting origin that involves 2chan, but it's a term that no longer applies now. Because recently, the internet has pushed beyond that original definition and has added a little bit of extra, making it a bit more broader. Now, it's gotten so big that it's become an aesthetic, a vibe. It doesn't have the same serious connotation that it used to, at least not that much. The concept of a menhera is now associated
no,
with
you can
cute
skip.
or
He does
sexiness a lot of
2
the
for
time.
reactions most
Now, the
likely.
definition pretty much includes
Oh,
all
thank you,
sorts of
yeah.
derangement, edginess, frequent leaks of intrusive thought, or anything that's quirky. Hell, even a certain fashion sense. Because of this, it's important to actually differentiate all these types of menheras and categorize them. Again, the paper
Yeah.
published by Seko and Kokichi has already given us a lot of great work to
Kokichi? Because here it says Kikuchi.
start with, so let's begin with that. According to the paper, and with recent observations, there are 3 types of major menhera tropes. The
Okay,
sad
the
girl, the mad
dream-
woman, and the cutie. We will be covering subtropes that fall under these 3 major categories, so don't you worry, we have a lot of material to work with. The sad girl, as you might guess, is a girl
Okay,
that's sad. No, seriously,
Just
the
a
sad
few
girl is
seconds more
somebody
and
who
then we
struggles with
watch this,
anxiety, low self-esteem, hopelessness, and loneliness. But you might ask yourself, what is so cute and attractive about this? Well, this is a trope that's very common in media.
I guess that for a lot of people, they can go like, "Oh, she's just like me for real, for real." And like I know that Face Connect, for example, is like often billed as the sad girl company. And honestly, I'm not really familiar with most of Face Connect, except obviously Peppa, Peppa. Sorry about that. About Pipa, Miss Pipa, Miss Tenma, and a little bit of Miss Ria, I think. Ria or Lia, I don't always remember the name. Uh, but oh god, sorry, that's a oh dear. And a lot of people do actually find Miss Pipa to be quite relatable, and it is actually kinda neat to be able to see how she was able to find her footing and to find something that actually did well for her in life, and to see the journey from where she used to be to where she is now is something that is quite endearing. I'm not really that familiar with Miss Pipa, but she is actually genuinely cool. And it's a bit funny because Pipa actually um, made he posted a clip of like Lucas Brunel. Lucas Brunel, if you don't know, is like one of the most legendary, one of the most bold basical messengers that that exists. So it was actually quite surreal to see two of my words connecting like that. I never will had I imagined that a VTuber would actually post a clip of Lucas Brunel blowing through a red light in his bicycle. Okay. Now let's hear Miss Ao-san.
ようなだれてるその兄ちゃんなんか辛いことあったんか俺でよけで話してくんない力になるぜ一体どんなことがあったそれ言って話だ兄弟これをやるから元気だしな金ならまた今度でいいさシャンティシャンティシャンティシャンティシャンティハッピーキャンディハッピーハッピーハッピーキャンディメニーメニーマニー眠らない夜のチャイナダンス
Her growl is really nice.
老若男女問わずお客使い割ったら吸って出会い今夜も来たのかいお気に召したかい代金はこれくらい払えないのかい
Yeah, when she goes to her lower registers, it's wild.
こっちについてきなこっちについてきなこっちについてきなこっちについてきなこっちについてきな焼かれた酒場が剥がれた女しゃがれた看板掲げたオーナーたかたかナイフで刺された幼女鼻からあいつの思惑通りだ気狂ってる目散歩中血うるって前納得提灯と林道を咲かせた果ても真の芯を奏でたまえ黙れ座れ黙れや殴れ
Her
殴
teaching
れ
is
殴
really,
れや
really
縛
solid.
れ縛れ縛れや
But honestly, it's when she goes to her chest register that it's like when she gets really. I feel bad for saying this, but it's when she gets really hot.
生きてればお客死んでれば所在そつなく無駄なく転がすビジネスどっちを向いたんだどっちを向いてんだどっちを向いてんだどっちを向いてんだ
Huh?
いやうなだれてるその嬢ちゃん俺でよけで話してくんない
Okay. Beloved reactor Semwar Chie reacted to it. Okay, yeah, then it should be good. Semwar Chie, I'm afraid I'm not very familiar with him. Because without getting into too much detail, I actually didn't really watch a lot of VTubers at the start, and even now I don't really do. I watched one specific VTuber, and Like this person did a very good job about staying away from any drama in VTubing, or like staying away from any kind of like how to say it, like if you just watch it this person's streams, then you will know like half, like even a fifth of the stuff, you know, if you watch, for example, a Kyo, or like things VTuber says, and stuff like that. So like they like completely kept the drama away. And thus, because for a very long time I was pretty much just watching their streams, then I have no idea, for example, about what is like, if this is something that is going to bother people in B2, and if this is something that VTubers should do or shouldn't do, etc., etc. And of course, there's the whole like being a male VTuber and all of that, with like puts a target on your back a little bit, or at least with a certain part of the audience. Not necessarily the unicorns, ironically enough, despite what Reddit would like to claim. But it's like different sections of the fan base can dislike you for different reasons. And of course, no, sorry, I will be entering too much into it. Oh yeah, don't worry. If something will maybe attract negativity, I'll tell you. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Yeah, because sometimes VTubing as a scene, it seems to be very, very different from what I was used to. Maybe it is also because I come from a from a third world country, so like certain things that I don't necessarily think about, but that might be a bit too wow to the general audience of VTubing. Like sometimes there might be a bit of a cultural difference, so to say. But it's a bit funny because there seems to be like brackets or different groups in VTubing's audience. So like obviously Japan is a big part, and especially after Meet, but I think even a little before Meet, a huge part of the VTubing's fan base comes from the US. But there's also like a third major area that's from Southeast Asia. For whatever reason, people in Southeast Asia watch a lot of VTubers. Like it's probably the second most popular region for VTubing. And there is actually a rather sizable proportion of the fanbase that is Spanish speaking. Like ES VTubing is actually pretty big. It's not super big, but it is pretty big. It just doesn't tend to take the attention of a lot of industries, at least before Idol ES. Because there's a general conception of, sorry, I know I said this in a previous stream, I think, but there's the general conception of a lot of the ES VTubing scene being very unprofessional, and also that uh, the at least the Latin American demographic just doesn't really have a lot of purchasing power to support a VTuber. Which admittedly both of those points are actually quite solid. But hopefully now with IDLES things will get a little bit better. Covercorp is too busy to open a branch right now, but if they would, it would probably be ES or Korea. Oh, Korea, really? Because I don't remember. Oh no, I was going to say tried a branch in Korea previously, but I think that was Niji Sanji actually. And some people actually say that shortly before Coco left, she was like kinda experimenting, flirting, so to say, with a potential ES audience. So like she said some stuff in Spanish in her streams. She did I think she did a stream where she tried to learn Spanish through Duolingo or something. And that a lot of people at the time were actually surprised by how many Spanish speakers showed up for her streams. And of course, like Meika and Nisha, they were really, 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 really big, and they were like exclusively ES. So it demonstrated that the market is there. So algún día Hololive será real. Sí, será real. El sueño de Haka se hará verdad. Honestly, Haka is such a great guy. Haka is like so amazing. Um, I don't want to say too much. Well, it was open on Twitter, so it shouldn't matter. But someone that I very tangentially know did help it with a model for a Hakito model, and Haka himself actually liked her post and said, "Oh my god, that is so cool! Thank you so much." Like Haka is so amazing. Haka is like so incredibly attentive. He's genuinely one of the sweetest persons that I know that I had heard of. Sorry. All right. Sorry, I got a bit into it a bit much. But it would be really cool if Hololive does open an ES branch. Um, okay, yeah. So last mention about ES, and then I continue with the videos. But some people actually were a bit concerned with the idea at first of like Hololive opening an ES branch because like a few years back there were a lot of, well, I'm not familiar with them, so I don't want to call them back actors or anything, but there were a lot of people that were extremely controversial in Latin American VTubing, and that people really didn't want to see them in any kind of holo ES sphere. Partly because they feared that, oh my god, if this person enters, Hololive is going to have such an awful experience, they're not going to even want to think about 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 ES ever again. So Idol, for the most part, lucked it out with the talents that they chose. Because Nisha, even if her current model is a bit controversial, is a professional and a pure idol. She's one of the few VTubers that wants to be like a traditional idol, traditional VTuber. And Meika is just huge. Meika is just amazing. Meika is almost similar to Shiori in her level of experience and creativity. She is really wild.
where either a depressed woman or a depressed person is saved by the hero or heroine.
Oh,
A
also, I think
forlorn,
you
beautiful girl who
included
never gets anything she wants, stuck inside her mind,
another
bullied
clip.
for the longest time, longingly wishing
here
for
it
that
is.
one person to look at her and treat her like a human being. In short, it appeals to people's sense of ego or even people who wish to find shared vulnerability. Both stable and unstable men will come to like the sad girl, with the former having their masculine protective instincts coming in to wish to help and fix them, and the latter having somebody they can relate to and hopefully lick each other's wounds. And a big reason why this archetype has been peddled around by women who relate to the sad girl's wound. And a big
Lick each other's wounds? I wonder, did the President Sagi read Berserk? Because, well, that is a pretty common phrase, but that is a phrase that actually is used by Casca when she and Guts declared their love in the
why
waterfall.
this archetype has been peddled around by women who relate to the sad girl and men who like the sad girl is this interesting little character over here. This is Kurumi, otherwise known as Menhera-chan to a lot of people, and stickers of her got popular in line, and now emotes of her are used by an ungodly amount of Discord kitten. Menhera-chan started off as a diary of sorts by the author on her little personal website until she received help from an editor to turn it into an actual manga. And the quality of the manga is subjective in terms of quality, and some of it might even come across as disturbingly insensitive to actual mental health issues, but the aesthetic and the quirkiness of the
It's
character
Japan, so,
immortalized Kurumi-chan into the weeb culture icon that she is now. The lore behind it is pretty sad though. The author got bullied in school and socially withdrew. Again, Kurumi-chan was a diary or autobiography of sorts of the author. So whatever feelings that this girl goes through in the manga and in the original text is also the same kind of feelings that the author went through. And she was around 14 years old when all of this was made. The sad girl's suffering is the suffering of existence itself. If you ever sat in a corner or on a table, perhaps holding a pillow or staring into the ceiling, wishing that you were dead and that there is no point in living, you stopped resisting those thoughts and fighting
Well,
for
I mean, at
anything
this
that
point, I think that's probably like 50% of millennials and upper generations.
is worth it
Like,
in life. You've admitted defeat to the cold
things
universe
are
is a relentless assault against anything that makes you happy. There's nothing more
things
for
are
you in the
difficult, my friend.
future. You've
Yeah.
justified isolating yourself by saying that the world is gonna end anyway. Friendships don't matter because they all end. Relationships eventually turn into breakups. Physical touch is only temporary, but despite that, you still want those, but just can't participate, cannot learn to bother the skills to get them. You completely and utterly withdrew into yourself. You've been stuck into this feeling for so long that the pain becomes numb. Perhaps you externalize your inner pain by drawing your own blood to feel something, selfishly hoping for a calamity that would just end the world, or that you get into an accident that kills you immediately. Something
wow.
this existential is the reality of the sad girl. It is
Wow, it's something that actually, when I started getting into VTubing in a more general sense, or when I started becoming more familiar with more VTubers, other than I guess the person you could describe as my Haigesoshi, um, one thing that did actually amaze me, and I don't mean this in a negative sense, just as a general observation, um, how many VTubers were open about having this or that um, mental issue, or for example that they actually were trying to address their anxiety, their depression. And also another thing was how many VTubers reported having a prior history of like suffering a prior history of physical abuse. For some reason that's is something that I think happen a lot with VTubers.
something that nobody wants to go through, but unfortunately, in this social climate, a lot of people are all too familiar with to varying degrees. And you see, there are those people who, perhaps in their ego or genuine sympathetic nature, wish to save or fix this person. It is the most human and best reaction to do. However, one has to be careful and to take note. A flailing, drowning man drags and swims past their fellows in order to save themselves. It is not malicious, it is instinct. Saving a flailing, drowning man can sometimes end up with the savior drowned themselves.
Yeah.
But not me, obviously.
Sometimes people can. Yeah, I had some bad experiences sometimes, like trying to help people. So I can. I know that by lived experience, and also it can sometimes feel very patronizing when someone like tries to rescue you.
And still
It's
save her.
like,
This is a bit of a stretch, but there's a subtrope under the sad girl that does not necessarily have all those dark and deep tones, but people somewhat find the same sort of attraction to anyway. That subtrope would be the anxious girl. These are basically people that are extremely shy. And I hear you asking, hey, you stupid dumb rabbit, that's basically a Dandere. No, it's not, you fucking idiot, let me explain. A Dandere is someone like Sawako
Okay.
Koronuma, Miyo Akiyama, and Hinata from Naruto. A Dandere
okay,
is
just a
someone like
few
Sawako
minutes more of
Koronuma,
this, and
Miyo
then we actually
Akiyama,
watch the
and
song.
Hinata from Naruto. Pretty shy, but not necessarily socially inept. The anxious girl is someone like Bochi the Rock or Komi from Komi Can't Communicate. These are the girls who you kinda have to force in order to engage with people, and may be extremely lonely growing up. Oftentimes, there's a smidge of depression and wanting for more in times when they are alone. And oftentimes, they don't even realize that they actually are very depressed or lonely and sad, especially when they taste a bit of what they're missing out on and only then realize that they may be more fucked up in degrees worse than they thought. Of course, they don't necessarily have to be depressed, but they do have to have a sense of longingness for companionship, but is just too socially anxious to pursue it. And people like this
Okay.
trope because some people relate to this type of person, and at the same time, a lot of men like to have a very cute, very socially anxious person
Because we're just like them and that they can relate to, and that a lot of people actually one thing that is actually also really sweet about Butcher the Rock is how many people actually were probably able to give more of a voice to their feelings of like loneliness, anxiety, or that were starting to be a big hikikomori when they saw
because
Butcher.
if they could just penetrate the walls of that one girl, then they are in there alone with that person. There is no competition. It's just you, that girl, and nobody else. So, there is no
Also, one thing that of course really helped in the case of Bochi is that I don't know if it's necessarily a very realistic thing, but it was really sweet to see all her friends, their band, all of them being so open-minded, so tolerant, and always wanting to help out Bochi, even when they didn't necessarily understand why she acted the way that she did.
competition. It's just you, that girl, and nobody else. Some
Yeah.
even like it because if they are able to do that, they cement themselves as a core and important figure in this person's life. They made an impact that, in the foreseeable
Okay,
future,
that is a bit
cannot
dark.
be beaten. And what is a greater desire than that? What is humanity's greatest desire for each other than to protect someone and to be fondly remembered by others, whether romantically or platonically? All right, now let's take a look at the other tropes.
Okay, well, that was. I don't know why, but it felt like the last part there took a bit of a dark turn. Okay, so just a little bit of this song, and then we actually watch the clip here. Because Kobo did such an incredible cover of this one.
本当は分かってたいけないことだったって勝ってたのにこの手をすり抜ける全部が秘密だね確かめてたこと
Oh, and I always do remember that you can leave recommendation for clips in the comments. While I'm actually, come to think of it, I'm going to get into the habit of leaving a pinned comment that mentions that. So for the people who actually come by to watch the stream too, they can read that and maybe they can leave a clip too. But how to say it?
本当に分かってるいけないことだったって勝ってる多分時間だけが過ぎてくもんなで満ちてゆく言い訳する間もなく裸になってしまうだけきっと溜まってくんだずっと終わってしまえばいっとふと一般に腐ってくあの甘い果実のように僕ら湧いてくどうで眠って全忘れちゃえ嘘をかぶったあなたと隣り合わせ見つめ合えたら Overdose 君と二人分かりたいのに変に今の悪い嘘が嫌い Overdose 君と二人分かりたいのに To separate with me darling
Oh yeah! Wonderful. Now anyone that comes in, if they want to mention a clip, then they can do that. Hopefully, excellent. It gives people also an open to like, yeah. Sorry. Alright, now we actually... Oh, thank you. This is a Matsuri cover. Oh. And thank you a lot. Daskaru. Oh, sorry, I need to put this in. It still amazes me to see Matsuri, to hear Matsuri singing emotional ballads, and she's so good at them too. Matsuri is the best at ballad. Probably. Because she has a lot of warmth and a lot of naked emotionality to her singing. It makes it sound so genuine. Also, is this a cover of that Violet Evergarden? Because I see she has her hand is like the main character of. Yeah. Lower the volume a little, please, of the music video, right? Went to live with me or I don't know if you mean of the microphone. Oh yeah, since it's a bit hard to hear you since. Oh, I see. Thank you for yeah. I will admit that is partly because I don't always enunciate the words properly. It's an issue that I had for a while actually. Like, when I speak my native language, Spanish, then it's not as bad. But with English, my pronunciation tends to be a bit muddled. Wow. Oh, that emotional high pitch is. Such a warm tone. This is amazing. Wow. Man. That's so cute. Wow. Of course, all the Hololive girls are just super cute, but I never expected to hear Marin's Matsuri-san sound so vulnerable and so warm. That's really cute. That's really amazing. Of course, right now I can't possibly do anything close to that because of my lack of skill, and my larynx is pretty much beat. Who is Suisei? Oh, right. I don't think that. I am not sure if I reacted to the I want to bios clips. Before getting into recommendations, I want to get into I want to send you the long version of that video of the Matsuri-san singing video or of the Suisei video. Suisei one. Yeah, because I'm not sure if I reacted to Mountain. What is fan in Japan? Okay, yeah, these three should be good because I want to include them for clipping later. Oh, I think. Okay, I need to close a few tabs. I think. Mashiro meme, wonderful, yeah. There's a lot written though, so you will need to pause a lot. If we had some time left, oh no, sorry. I think we're starting to wrap up the stream actually. I see you sent, I think 3 clips it was. So we see those two bias clips. Oh, when you ask, for example, what other Hololive members I was interested, of course she is Ian, but Miss Bells is also an incredible singer. Oh, I don't mean no. Right. Yeah. It could be for another occasion, because I am not sure if I watched this video about how they telling the story of Miss Suicide. I think it was made by Rima Evinstar, if I believe. She is, yeah. Her Psycho song is like wow.
やっぱ初めてなんですよね、風間。So we're getting drinks, and then Iroha-chan saw Mountain Dew. They don't have that
Mountain Dew.
here. They've never seen it before. They were like, "What is Mountain Dew?" 風間基本水しか飲まないんですよ。
Yeah, we don't actually had Mountain Dew in South America either. I don't think. At the very least, I had never. I think I saw it once in like a shopping store or something, but it was like a very. It wasn't close to the airport, but it was like it had a lot of foreign stuff. So like Mountain Dew isn't really a common thing here. And at the. I don't want to sound like bad or anything, but admittedly, the color of Mountain Dew sometimes seems a bit strange to me, because it's like green or something, right? So like at least for me, it's not super appetizing. But I don't really drink soda, to be honest. I don't need sugar nowadays.
もうけどね、こういう機会だったからせっかくだったからね、ジュース買おうと思って
Yes.
見た時にあったジュースで見たことないやつがあったんでござるよ。
なんか普通の自販機だとない
うん
飲み物たちがなんかいっぱい売ってる自販機があって
うんうんうん。
私たちは
あんまり見たこと
あんまり見
ない。
たことがないドリンク
いや
があって
持ってきたわ。
そのドリンク
Sorry about that.
をね
うん
これ見たことないって言ったらベイ様が
うん。
いやこれ海外めっちゃ人気ですよみたいな
でせっかくのね、やっぱこういったコラボなんで、ちょっと風間も挑戦してみようと思って、初めて飲む。
Mountain. Yeah, see, it's green.
Question mark
It's hot that the drink is green.
I just did some research wait
Huh?
banned in Japan
Why will it be banned?
やばい
I think actually someone clarifies in chat. Why is not going to? It's banned in Japan, so this is a one-time opportunity.
やばいことじゃないこれちょっと待って
やばいね。
どうした？
Wait, but we bought it was in like a normal
Wait, what? So it is banned. Oh, a chemical in the drink is banned.
what do you call it?
What? So actually, even though a lot of I used to be part of the gastronomic industry for a short while. Generally, the what is the FDA? Yeah, even to the FDA is generally held in very high regard by a lot of people who like have to take care of a restaurant, have to take care of work with food. Generally, from what I understand, there are a lot of stuff in the US food industry that will not really pass cleanliness or sanitation standards in other countries. So, like, I imagine that, yeah, it could be that, like, there's a chemical that is allowed in the US and that is not allowed not determined safe or something in other countries. Like, that is crazy. But it doesn't necessarily mean that is bad or anything. It's just a difference in
It was in a
culture.
vending machine though. ちょっと待ってコメント言わなきゃ
What
ちょっと待って
the Wow.
何
やばいね。
どうしたの
ほんとやばいわ。
これね日本で禁止されてるでも今残ってるはまあまだ売ってるかもと思うないんだここ ないの そう多分
Yeah,
あ
yeah,
の
yeah.
自販機ラストだったのそう多分
She drank the last Mountain
そ
Dew.
うそうそうなんだレア自
Wow.
販機で当たったんだやった
待って。
ー
That's
Okay, so
amazing.
it is banned, so I think it's there's no more.
No,
But you can still find it in some places. Oh, okay, you freaked me out for a second.
Yeah.
Oh my
Streamer's lag, I
一
guess.
瞬本当にビビった。あ、よかった。
That's crazy.
Okay, so it's still being sold in. Oh my god, I actually freaked out for a second. I didn't
Oh,
know.
yeah,
I had
yeah,
no
yeah.
idea.
本当びっくりし
び
た。
本当にビビった一瞬でびっくりした
Oh yeah, because Japan, because it is in Japan. Um, like even if it wasn't a big incident, like it was still like doing something wrong, and like they take it very seriously in they take that very seriously in Japan. So like yeah. We all had microplastics in our bodies anyway, so it can't really get worse with the fake food. We're okay. Oh no, we're done for anyways. Oh man. I hope not. I hope I hope we had a bright future, but yeah, we things do look pretty bleak. But yeah. Nowadays, most people in the world had like a lot of microplastic and heavy metals like running around in their bodies. Even they say that like vegetables now had only like a quarter of the nutrition they had like a century ago, or compared to the crop from a century ago, because of soil depletion. It's well, a lot of things can combine, quite unfortunately. Uh, uh, okay. Well, now Canada. This one. Let's put this one here.
¿Quieres oír la suavidad de un pelo hidratado?
Sorry. Maybe I should try to get ad block for .go. Nice. Oh, Canada from Riglos. Right. I completely forgot, yeah. Isn't she the one that talks in a really funny way or something? That like people in Japan can't fully understand her. Kanade is hailed as the next potential big singer in Hololive in the GP audience. Is she? Huh. That's interesting. She sings pretty cutely. She sings in a very cute way. Oh. Wow, she has a lot of energy. That's quite the vocal stamina. Nice. That's good. She is Korean and moved to Japan. Oh, is she? I know it's a very out of nowhere comment, but once you start getting a feel for how kanji works, for how kanji function, and you are able to associate the sound with the context, it honestly is almost shocking how accessible, how quote-unquote easy kanji becomes. I think she moved right after she debuted. Huh. Well, I was going to say, oh man, it must have been like such a change in her life for her to move to Japan, to move to a completely new place after her debut. But Korea and Japan are more or less neighboring countries, so fortunately it's not like a super big change for her or anything. Honestly, at the very least, her vocal stamina is pretty close um, to the big singers in Hololive. Because you can tell that she killed those lines. She did amazing. That is quite amazing, yeah. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, we had that. Well, we've seen a few of these, I guess. まあ君になくてるよ Yeah, she has a lot of expressiveness actually. Wow. That was a debut cover. That's a very good choice for a debut cover. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to watch the complete one for another occasion because we had to start wrapping up the stream, I'm afraid. Yeah, she is probably the singer of the group. Another one that I don't really know a lot of, but that seems to be pretty cool is Ririka from Riglos. It's just a bit like Ririka is interesting, but it's just that she's surrounded by people who are such complete characters. Like Aosan obviously is like probably the most prominent in Riglos, and Raden is at the very least is very unique for the people who are into her content, her stuff, art, history, etc. Then like we absolutely adore Raden, and this person Kanade, I think she's really funny and she sings like amazing. Remind me to send you Riri and Kanada English clips because they're hilarious. Okay. Yeah, I will. Raden is the most savage. Really? I'm actually really happy about that. She honestly is. She herself is really, really sweet. I really like it, that story of her defending her coworker. And like what she does with her presentation of art and her how she talks about history is just really, really endearing. I really like Raden a lot. I heard even that actually a lot of museums were actually were subbed to subscribed to Raden's channel, and even like a lot of museums, art exhibits, and those kind of institutions were actually like sometimes engaged with Miss Raden on Twitter, which also makes sense because in Japan especially they see VTubers as essentially so they don't really see VTubers as a super niche thing like in the West. And well, being entirely honest, it's even still a lot of the a majority of the mainstream in the West either doesn't know about VTubers at all, or they have a not super positive concept of VTubers. Generally, they think they're nerds. They think they're weirdos, and like I imagine a lot of why in TikTok, for example, like if they see a VTuber avatar, they will downvote it a lot. Is either because they think it's cringe or because they assume, the typical stuff of like, I bet it's secretly a 40-year-old man, etc., etc. But in Japan, they're pretty much accepted by the mainstream. They are like completely. They see it pretty much like a celebrity. I remember when one of the first times I saw Miss Marine, doing an interview with like two really, really popular female BAs. Then when it hit me, oh wow, like in Japan, they treat these people of like a normal celebrity, a normal important person. Like they don't, VTubers are just not taken as a niche. Hmm. Cover will go to Prime Market and they open Cover USA for shipping, so that will probably slowly change. Quite probably, yeah. Because of course, after the events of 2020, a lot of people started to be more open to the idea of streaming in general, and of course, like 2020 was a massive boom for VTubing. And even now, I think it only took like a year or 2 years or something for like a lot of people in YouTube, for example, doing a lot of videos pooping on VTubers or saying they were dumb, etc. and like shortly after that, most of the super chatted, like of the 10 most super chatted YouTube channels, like 7 were VTubers. Like it's actually crazy how big how big the whole industry became in such a relatively short span of time. And even of the people who are non-VTubers that are amongst the most super chatted, well, I don't want to get into it too much, but some of the channels you can tell why they are so super chatted, and they are not necessarily so because of audience engagement, or at least not audience engagement in the same way that VTubers have audience engagement. So I don't know. If I were a betting person, I will say that maybe in like 5, maybe 7 years, um, it could very well be that like you might see a VTuber that's in the supermarket or something like that. That VTubers will start becoming a more common thing. It's just that the idea of the anonymity is just too attractive for a lot of people. And of course, there are a lot of other things, but like for example, being able to present yourself as a character, as an idea, and to be able to present yourself as a cute anime avatar. A lot of those things are just too cool for a lot of people.
Remember the friend that I said I met this year and then
Well, I mean, anime avatar, not necessarily. I think there's actually a good possibility that um, some subcultures of VTubing might open up. That will be, for example, like maybe you know of that Betty Boop VTuber that has a Betty Boop like model. That one is actually really, really cool.
remember the friend that I said I met this year and then she was very nice to me. We went out to dinner and she got me a bouquet of flowers.
Put the bouquet of flowers. I like displayed it. And then mom
That's so cute.
she walks into my room the next day and she like leans against the door and she gives me that look. You know that look?
And then she's like,
Not really.
hey babe.
Who gave
Hey.
you the flowers? I was
Who gave you the flowers, young lady? Who is the lucky sweeter?
like, what? My friend did. And then she's like, I'm like, yeah, I went out with my friend. And then she's like, oh, I thought you got it from someone special. And I'm like, I'm
Well,
sorry for
her friend is
disappointing you."
special.
And then Anirat came over and she thought the exact same thing. God damn it,
Well.
why is everyone so desperate?
For me, just because you're a lost cause.
True.
Wow. Wow, chatter.
It's a very pretty bouquet of flowers.
It's really nice. Honestly, it is really, really cute how girls can actually give each other those kinds of gifts. Like, it's actually really, really adorable. Right. But yeah. Without getting into too much detail, I actually did give a bouquet of flowers to to a person that meant a lot to me. And like I myself was a little embarrassed at what an openly romantic gesture that was. Oh yeah, that's actually something that I should probably not talk about too much. And yeah, we can do a few minutes. But yeah, I should probably try not to talk about past relationships or anything like that in between. Like
所以今天晚上的演出，大家就
嗯
多多包涵，多见谅。突然一下不知道说什么。其实首先啊，现在先把其实要最后说的话先提前说一下。这一次3店演
Artia
唱
was the
会
ringleader.
感谢
Oh, I'm
多
afraid
次
I'm
support
not
的
sure
母
who
校，谢
that
谢
is,
田
but
曦跟谢谢雪峰军团的技术支持，谢谢大家。
she got 3D right at the very end.
回
Oh,
到
oh.
最后吗？能不能田曦
Oh,
过来说
did
几句
she?
话？
Yeah.
虚空说话，来，田曦虚空说几句话。
为什么他需要我过来虚空说话呢？是因为这个人啊，他他现在非常紧张，他甚至紧张到哭泣啊！
也没有，倒也不要，倒也不必。
啊，就是尤其是在那个刚刚开始之前啊，那个就是他是被我强制开麦的。啊，对，他是被我强制开麦的。
我虚空揍田曦，
然后
大家呢就把
Honestly,
它
it's
当
kinda
成
cute there.
是我们叶宝的，就是这一场演唱会，当成一次普通的歌会就好了。对于他来说，希望大家可以一直听他唱
The
歌
Chinese
就
girls
够
were
了，
actually pretty cute,
是
huh?
吧？
确实确实，哎，我这边有声音。刚刚因
那我溜了
为。等一下，因为我不是唱歌经常忘词嘛，其实你刚刚吓死我了。我在唱第一首歌的时候，你在玩手机，我说啊，我歌词呢？完蛋了，我歌词呢？然后田曦在那边刷手机，然后我就一直很想跟田曦说，田曦歌词，然后他没有听到，你知道吗？我就一直在田曦歌词。田曦啊，慢慢的把那个字拖下去。
不是，是突然有，就是啊，你懂吗？就是有人来问我啊，你叶宝的演唱会怎么还没开
Her
始
little,
啊？
her
你知
little
道全
dances
世
are
界有
really,
多
really
少人
cute.
在关注着你这场演唱会吗？
你关注吗？你刚刚在玩手机，你关注我吗？田曦？
我要是不关注，你在玩手机，你不关注我，我这就取关好吧？啊，我这就取关好。
Oh, wow.
那我们赶走
Man, it's such a shame everything that happened with the Chinese branch.
我们来唱
Because
哎，等一下，
some
你
of
们
them
没有
really did
发现
just seem to
我
have
在
had
站桩
potential.
输出吗？我真的，我跟你们说，我是第一次上舞
But
台，所以我
I think
我
also
们甚至今天没有
when they
时间
had
去把
the
整个
separation
舞
from
台
Hololive,
不能让我嗓子有点哑，
their own audience
我
actually,
就喝我那个就好了。
or more specifically, some parts of their own audience
哎
were
顺便
just like
讲一下
too
我
too
我
brutal
刚来的
towards
时
them.
候，因为我要吃一点那个咽炎鼻炎的药嘛，然后我没有那个我没有那种带盖子的杯子，我在家里翻箱倒柜找了半天，把我之前1周年的时候
Oh,
大家
so
给
she
我借的
apparently
礼物的
was
奶
also
瓶
really
盖
liked by the English audience. And she streamed a lot on Twitch. I surprised it because from what I heard, apparently Twitch isn't really super popular, very popular in Japan. It's part of why both
有没有
Hololive
见
and
过有人在舞台
Nijisanji
上喝一点点？
like
真的不在搞代言，好吧？
they're pretty much
叫那个
stationed
茶
or they had set base on YouTube.
你在干嘛？
Okay.
等这个田曦系完鞋带了，我们就开始第
Yeah.
3首歌。OK 了吗
Yeah, we can wait.
？OK。音乐老师，第
And
3
it's
首
a bit
歌
important
啊
because for starting VTubers, it could be argued that Twitch is
音
a
乐
bit
老师，
more
让我再坚持
accommodating.
一会，我给你们跳个舞吧。
Okay.
怎么也飞不出哎，花花的世界。原来
These are some cute steps. Not bad, not bad. Oh,
原来我是一只酒醉的蝴蝶。
alright.
所以你们现在看我跳舞了，就是不觉得就是好像这个人看起来
Yeah.
不太聪明的
Director,
样子
please hurry. Please.
那
Director,
么
please.
我们开始今天的第一个舞蹈，这是我看的
Alright, sorry. I need to. Hey, wow, that's not bad. Man, I really hope that this person was able to continue streaming because it's honestly really, really cool. 哦哦 Sorry, I'm skipping it. What can Oh, she streamed on Bilibili, but let's say her she disappeared after the love of revealing your identity. Oh yeah, that's just really, really unfortunate. Oh, sorry.
好不容易3D 一次嘛，要不要来一个什么体能测试？
I
你来，
think that
你
if you
来。
sign up
我
under
来
an
是你来呀，
agency,
我们播放
you
哪
can
里？
avoid
我发你
revealing
这
your
个，
但是
identity
我可以来
publicly.
嗯
单手的。
But I
也
think
行，或者我
people
帮你
didn't like that option either
啊，我帮你喊，你把麦克
um,
风给我。OK，
because it was
那
like
个现在
very
是
it was still easy for the public to get your identity anyways or something like that.
救命啊！
哎，你们想要看什么？你们想要
Oh,
看
oh
什
yeah,
么
yeah,
什
yeah.
么
But
什
I
么
also
项
heard
目
you can be
还有什么
bypassed
那
by
个座
giving
位
the
体前
identity of
区
your manager or
啊，
their
对，
representative.
然
Yeah.
后还有那个什么单手俯卧撑，好，他们说要看你单手俯卧撑，
Yeah. What kind of push-ups? Okay. No, wait. Did she
俯卧
say
撑，
100 push-up? Okay. Oh man, yeah, that is difficult. That's difficult to do.
俯卧撑，你要从侧面他们才能看得到你，
Okay,
就
okay.
是就是哎对，
Yeah. Yeah.
啊
But
好
maybe
好好
she
继续
didn't want
弄
to sign up with a manager
Uh,
representative
这个
because
也
like
有个东西可以表演，
嗯
就是那个仰卧
there's
起来
probably a lot that are like abusive or like
哦，
do bad
他
contracts
说
or
要给你
something
们
like
表演
that.
一个仰卧起不来，我给他压个脚，
That's not a push-up though.
不是，我现在在帮他压脚，你们知道吗？他是真的起不来，
Yeah.
我起不来。
Yeah.
起不来是真的起不来。
那个叫什
Yeah
么？没关
yeah
系，
yeah.
起不来也没有关系啊，就是你可以给大家做一套广播体操，
我想
时代在召唤，
那个
就是扩胸运动。啊，
She
对不对
reminds me
啊
of Towa.
那个
Oh yeah, that's
你这个
one of the
体重
Hololive that I
来那个叫什么啊？扩胸运动准备啊，1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Oh hey, what happened there?
2、3、4、
Hey,
5、
oh,
6、
hey,
7。
no, don't. What are you?
算了，
Oh
算
the
了，算了。
okay.
你们还有什么想看的？你们还有什么想看的？
胸口碎龟壳，
What?
踢腿还蛮高的，那也可以
真。的吗？表演一下踢腿。
给他们来一个骑士踢，
Attack
是哦，
骑士踢是什么？
就是那个，就是那个一边膝盖曲起
That
来，
video
然
inter
后另外
recommended
条
is
腿
also
是直
one
的
I
那
need to
种。
remember to check. To send. Wow.
那个导播老师，麻烦切个特写，谢谢。
You mean this one?
哎
What
对
happened
来
to
你过来
Hololive
往
China?
前走，给他们一个走过头了，给他们一个嘎气距离。给他们
Yeah,
一个
yeah,
嘎
it
气
could
距
be
离
interesting to see
Yeah,
the
kinda.
the of them. Because, like you mentioned, unfortunately, a lot of people remember the CM branch for the,
我
for what happened.
啊，
你有毛病啊！3D 哪有人一3D 了就开始扇自己巴掌的？
哇哦，
Wow.
这种那种姿势，
Anyway,
基于我的美貌。
unfortunately, I do think that we are starting to have to wrap it down. So,
为什么在看自己的牙齿？
哑口无
like,
策啊！
why
那
are
那
you
个有
looking
几
in
颗
this?
牙
你看那个，
他在亲
Honestly,
我，他
one
在
thing
亲
that is
我。
amazing me about the CM branch, or the feel I get at least so far, is that it's a lot more raw around the edges, or that it's very like
然后你记得你
how to say it. It's
胸
people just experimenting and just having fun,
衣服大了，
还
and
大
like
还大
that sort of supernatural, unpolished feel is actually quite nice to see.
知道知道，
头发快吃到嘴巴里去了。
没关系
Oh
的，
no
不会的。
Don't do that.
吃不进去。
废话，我那20斤
Oh
的
right,
好
yeah.
像
Now that you
跟你
mention
们
it,
一个
yeah,
流
it
海
was
反应
early in the
嘛
Hololive days, so
悬浮在吗
the other branches were more inexperienced.
吃不进去。他们说我没有鼻子，我给他们看一下。
Yeah,
啊
that's
给
true.
他们
That's
看
true.
一下，有的就是有一个尖儿，
高挺的鼻。
就是没有鼻孔。
Uy, suise.
那个那
Unfortunately,
你
yeah, this is we can actually mark this one here, I think. Yeah. Excellent. So we can have it as a friend's reference. But I do think we have to start to wrap it up. My apologies. So, like, let's see. A couple random clips, fauna clips, and then of the mountains. Marta wants to recommend the 2 plus. Yeah, sure. Here. And here I can actually both market too. Oh wow, this thumbnail. Okay. Well, those are some words, yeah. Okay, so this one and final moments I think about a lot. Wow, hey, let's run the whole year. Okay. They're actually quite appropriate once you know the whole saga. Oh yeah, they probably are. It's just that I avoid. Huh? Using loaded terms because what is she trying to do? Oh God! No, Farah, yeah. Mommy, please, mommy.
Okay, let's go get wool. Back to business.
Okay. Well, that was. I can't say I'm surprised. Okay. Wow. Well, now, yeah. I mean, as given that I am a quote unquote public figure, so to say, then I had to watch a little what I say, even if those labels might be fitting for them, because like as a VTuber, you don't really want to. Well, it's not that you don't want to like burn bridges or be confrontational or anything, but it's just that you want to be kind of diplomatic, so to say. Like, obviously, there are some VTubers that don't care at all and just say stuff, but I'm not one of them.
I just woke up. I'm just kidding. Come on now. I saw somebody asking if I will have a morning voice. Joke's on you, I've been awake for 2 hours at this point. I woke up at 5 a.m.
I understand, yeah,
So,
thank you for
no.
understanding.
Sexy is banished.
What?
Today we
Sexy ban-
banished sexy. Today we wear t-shirts. I don't know, I
Today
like
is
the
t-shirt day.
t-shirt. The t-shirt has its own charms in a way as well. T-shirt
When I was purely a chatter or a chat member, I used to be a lot a lot wilder, I guess we can say.
A little bit more goth, like our goth GF goddess Shiori. She's so charming. I was
Yeah.
completely charmed. She's
You were?
so hot topic. I want to be.
Oh
as
yeah,
Hot
because Fauna
Topic as
was
she
actually
is.
quite a bit of a
Bijou
god when she
as
was young.
well. Bijou and I had been talking a little bit in DMs. We were talking about Animal Crossing together. She's
Nice.
so sweet, and she's a meme lord too. I love it. I love
She is
it.
quite a miller.
I loved her PowerPoint.
You know, I actually adore Miss Fauna's voice, and from what I heard, she actually is like lives a really healthy life. Like she really
Advent debuts off to a
takes
great
good care of her
start.
health.
Beloved new Kohai. But here I am. I'm in Japan. I thought we should just talk. Because there's a lot to talk about. Well, actually, I thought about playing Hitman. I downloaded it on this computer. I think it can run it. It's not quite the beef PC. Also, everything is different and everything's weird and I'm not used to it. I feel like I hear myself echoing. Probably because I'm not in a closet anymore. The closet
She's
is just a
vegan.
dead,
Oh, is
tiny
she?
box that kills all echoes. Now I'm in
I
a room,
I
an
remember hearing
actual
that she was
room. I'm gonna
vegetarian or
try
something, but
to
I didn't
do
know she
well
was
on
straight up
Twitter.
vegan.
They gave me
Oh,
a
that's actually
Mokopi
fascinating.
set. I'm gonna try to use it and do like Switch Sports. Maybe
So
a
I
bunch of
guess
stuff. I'm
the
gonna be here for a
nature
while, so
loving
this will be normal
lore
for a
is
while. I'm
actually
gonna
quite
wake up
fitting for
early,
her.
though.
Huh?
Hold me to
Yeah.
it. It feels good to
It fits
wake
for
up
her lore as a
early.
Kirin.
Are
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
crackling? Why is it crackly? We'll figure
Maybe
it
she's
out. It might be
vegetarian.
scuffed for
And
a
maybe it
while.
depends. It
Am I
depends
used to the
because
heat?
vegan
No.
doesn't use
It's so
any
hot.
animal
Also, I'm
products.
in a huge
Anything that involves the
predicament
use of an
because
animal, like it's
I was
verboten for a vegan
packing.
essentially.
You know how it is when you're packing.
But vegetarian is
Sometimes
just
you're
not
kind of
using
in a
meat.
rush and you're just like
Not
throwing
eating
stuff
meat.
in your suitcase. That was me. And I brought a ton of pajamas. And somehow I neglected to bring any actual clothes. I have one outfit that I brought that is like suitable for the heat. I have like some sweatshirts that I brought to wear at home in the air conditioning. And I brought a bunch of pajamas. And I brought like 3 swimsuits inexplicably. But I only brought one outfit. So yeah, I have to go shopping, which I was planning to do anyway, because I, you know,
Yeah.
shopping queen of Japan.
So I wanted to bring
Apparently.
like a not full suitcase so I can buy some stuff and bring it home. But I probably
Um,
should have brought like
why
more
was
than
it
one outfit because I
another one?
really need to go shopping. I was gonna go yesterday, but I was too tired.
It is no
Staying up
Shiori
for
cares.
the
I think
stream
this.
kind of destroyed me. And yesterday after karaoke, I just like lounged around and slept all day. And I think I went to
We'll
sleep at
end
like
it
7
with
p.m.
yeah with
And I
Shiori
woke
and
up
then
at
2 clips of
5.
Fuwamoko.
So I got plenty
Fuwamoko
of
is guaranteed to
sleep.
be a
Feeling
good ending
pretty
to the stream.
energetic
So
right now. Actual grandma, I want to maintain the
you know,
grandma
it's a bit funny
sleep
because I do
schedule,
try
so
to
I
take care
maintain,
good care
'cause
of
I
my
feel
health
like
as well.
waking up
And
early-
so I
wanna
read a
stream
bit
my
about
mom's house.
nutrition.
I'll be here
And
for
the
a
topic
while,
of
like I
meat
said.
is actually
I
a
want
pretty
to
vivid one
retain some
because on
semblance of
some parts
normalcy
I
by
read that
streaming
not
on my
eating
own
meat
time,
or
which is
very
7
little
a.m.
meat
here in Japan.
is like
How can I live
is actually
without
what's going to be really
4090?
healthy
The
for you.
PC,
But
I got
other
a
parts
3070 Ti in this bad boy and a 13th gen Intel R Core TM
What?
i7-13700K. And I'm
wow, Fauna is loaded. Like wow. Jesus. I mean, in a sense of reason, she is a Hololive after all. But like, damn. I'm pretty sure that's top of the line. Jeez. Okay. Wow. That's genuinely amazing. Wow. Oh man. Mother Nature has full power. But yeah, there are also some parts that some camps, let's say, that say that like you can be really fully healthy if you don't eat at least some meat.
bad.
And
Yeah,
I
not
think there
bad,
are
like,
actually
should
some
be
components and
suitable
proteins
for
in meat that are
my
just you
time
can't
here.
get
The
through
2060 day, excuse you.
through
Andrew,
vegetables.
Excuse you. I had a 2070, I think. Also, I went to the supermarket. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh, I was
Honestly,
social
Fauna's voice
anxiety
is so
here
relaxing.
is real. I think I'm still. Everyone else has been here a little bit longer than me, so I think they're more acclimated to Japan time. I've been waking up like super early. I'm grandma mode. So I woke up super early and went to the supermarket to buy stuff. But I
Wait,
forgot
is this
how
fully a
shopping in
satsu?
Japan works. I was like by myself. I was so scared.
Oh, I thought it was a click compilation,
Everyone
but
was
it seems a
there.
satsu.
It was
Okay.
busy. By everyone, I don't mean my
Is
friends. I
it?
mean
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah, okay.
local people doing their regular shopping, and I felt like such a gaijin. I was, and I went.
Okay. Uh, I need someone with. Okay, that's a bit much for the stream, I think. This one, and let's see another short one. Okay, shitty one, no context.
I got the chess piece. Oh man, you guys are probably gonna clip that out of context.
Yep.
Darn you clippers!
Pow.
Let's get wet.
Yeah,
You guys
this
just
stream.
started like smooching your homies. Man, don't even get me started about Sherlock Holmes.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I love the smell of her blood. Oh, sure, you.
Huh? なんだいや、助けて。助けて。And sorry, I was going to say it's just a little bit funny because I think amongst people who are actually fans of the mystery genre, Sherlock Holmes is a little bit memed on as the complete beginner's favorite detective or something.
Used to play with dead flies. You wish for me to step on you, was it?
Yes.
The moment I put my plastic stereoscope on their unmoving bodies, I thought, this is it. This is what I live for. Let's just say, whatever comes out of you will make a fine specimen. If you ever want to come at me, then
Yeah.
go ahead. Let's see if I can beat you up. Nah, you don't need scissors for like a milkshake
Yeah,
of
you totally
Advent.
can. Yeah.
And she starts talking about like anal out of nowhere. And if you lose too much blood, like some girls do, I think you could become anemic. I'm shit.
Oh yeah, that actually is a problem that some girls have, I think. Like, it's thankfully it's not as super common, but for some girls it actually can be a problem.
Shaking in my boobs. You can go out there and kiss your homie. It was gonna have
Tell me.
cannibalism. I actually suffocated a few times, I think. Your XY chromosomian sword, essentially. Not the dung eater! No, I do not want the dung eater. What's up, bitch? What did I search? I just want to know what people
Hey,
taste
that's
like.
not polite.
That was it. That was really it. You know what sucks? You can't date the mom. What's up, dick? One part of it is definitely its anus. Alright,
Okay,
these are my
fine.
types. Basically, just throw it out. It's anus. Alright.
You know, the funny thing is actually I don't know like any of these. I don't think. Is a moving character? A moving character. Okay, fine. These ones are not going to know, and then Kanpeki Ken, and where is this one? Oh, Rico from Kingdom Hearts. You know, oh no, Sherlock Holmes I do know, but the other ones, for example, Genshin Impact, Dangen, I actually know a little bit, but all the other ones, like completely unknown. And you know, it's a bit funny because Sherlock Holmes is like, well, I don't want to say that it was not a favorite character of like Donan Cole or anything, but like it got to a point where Donan Cole just was tired of writing about Sherlock Holmes. He just didn't want to know anymore. But like the public kept asking for so much Sherlock Holmes that he just kept writing. And of course, it sold really well. So like he kept on it. Kurapika? No, I'm afraid not. No idea. Kurapika? Hunter x Hunter? Oh no, I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter. Of the things that I see here, Moomin, Hunter, Dramatical, Tokyo Ghoul, I haven't seen any of them or played any of them. Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite anime of all time. Oh really? I did hear that it's actually really good. The manga too. I heard that the manga is actually really appreciated.
These are my
Funny
types.
thing, the mangaka
Basically,
of Hunter x Hunter is
just
married to
throw
the
it out
mangaka
there.
of Sailor Moon.
Oh no.
Oh no,
I'm too happy.
too
Kaneki
happy.
Ken did something that I did not expect. Right before my eyes.
Oh yeah,
Kaneki
he was the
Ken,
one that...
Bro, he just banged in front of my face when I read that thing.
Oh yeah,
Fuck you,
yeah,
Kaneki
he was
Ken.
the one
The
that got
meme goes like,
Shiori,
I'm
right?
pollinating your
Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
You stop being an emo piece of crap. I will not
That
tolerate
fictionally.
disrespect. They're mating.
Mating?
So many nuts. If
Nutty.
Kaneki can technically, quote, get off. You guys have been telling me
Gets
not
off.
to say
Mm.
getting off. The Lost Boys were like, you know, I don't think I really want to get offed by Peter too. Putting things
And funny thing about Pinocchio, actually in Italy, where Pinocchio was originally written, is actually taken more of a sort of cautionary tale. Like Pinocchio is supposed to be like a bad kid that is constantly doing stupid stuff, and he constantly gets punished for it by like having really bad stuff happening to him as a result of his bad decisions. The Disney version, I think, is like a very sanitized retelling of Pinocchio, but that is only from what I understand. I'm not really familiar with it.
in the mouth and
She likes Harvest Moon. I forgot that she was so great. Oh, she likes 2 Harvest Moon games. 3. I love Sherry.
offing them. The one thing I'm good at, it's getting offed multiple times. Ooh.
Oh,
He
sorry
offs
about
the
that.
Lost Boys. First off, he killed them. The one thing I'm good at, it's getting offed multiple times.
Yeah.
Ooh. He offs the Lost Boys. First off, he kidnaps them. I
Yeah.
have to admit, guys.
Man,
I
this is
didn't
almost like a
expect
train
people
wreck.
to
I can't
start
stop
making
watching.
out. Oh man, you can't see it, but I'm shaking in my chair right now. That one guy. Oh, you wish to
God.
fix me, is that so? I'd like to see you try. Perhaps Kaneki can
I'll
would
do
be
my
like,
best.
oh please, Shiorine. You have semi-white hair, I have white hair. Yeah, let's get Tokyo Ghoul together. Did you know about the fungus actually? Oh man, the fungus is so exciting. Oh! Shiorine here prefers to be all moist. Asexually. They would not kiss their homie in front of me.
Almost. Okay. Well,
What, Shiori?
I think I'm going to faint if I hear. So let's just go with Fuwamoko clips. Sorry, I just realized that like a couple minutes space and I wasn't saying almost anything. I was just stunned locked by Miss Yori's magic. So like, wow. Okay.
The Michi so. Oh, that's right.
Simply-
I brought Doujinshi. It's not include Dimitri, but I need to have it
Right.
translated. Oh shoot, who should I ask for it? Head mama, would you translate this? Should I send it to the other translator? It's not the lewd one. I have to physically get the lewd ones.
Right.
I've already asked Head mama about it, cause my translator, they also help me with my yaoi stuff. I don't think I sent
Okay.
them the lewd ones, or if I did,
It's
I
actually
like
quite
caught
funny
when
because
I was about to like stick it in a pee and all that stuff. But it's
Huh?
okay.
Huh?
We have Hen mama.
oh
But
god.
it's okay, Hen mama.
No, I was just going to say, apparently Hololive managers do really help the talents out with a lot. And of course, it's pretty much one manager per talent. So like, well, there are multiple managers actually, different types of managers, but like when VTubers are talking about their manager, they are talking about their personal manager as opposed to the branch manager or that other stuff. And like they seem to be essentially a mixture of like producer, assistant, and like let's say advisor. So like if they need someone to post with a certain merch, then the manager can do that. If like they need someone to pick up something or to look up for some information, look up for the rights to a cover or something, then the manager will take care of that or can take care of that.
I won't make you. I'll try to do it myself. But you know, if you really want to speed up my efficiency, like a buff.
Like a
Steve, you're
buff.
studying Japanese? Ah! Can I send you my stuff then? It's okay. There's no say. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I have another SC member. She knows Japanese. Oh, fuck! Ah! So many people to send my doujinshi to.
Honestly, it's a bit amazing that she has the confidence to send the stuff to her to her coworkers. Shit.
のドジンジをトランスレートしてください。そう言って。Hey mama, I have an idea.
That's actually a pretty direct way of asking, I think, for a translation. That like it's literally, please translate my my doujinshis. Like
What if I take my doujinshi?
It's a very
I don't show
direct
the
request.
images, I only get the text. And we do a live translation stream so all the Japanese fans can translate while I'm looking at doujinshi. But there's no sex. So it'll be fun.
Okay.
Right? What do you think?
Honestly, that's actually quite a creative idea. That's actually really, really cool. It just goes to show you how creative Miss Yori is, even if the in very unhinged ways.
Come on, Japanese learning, English
Yeah,
learning,
exactly.
We'll learn all of it. Oh,
A lot of
what if I
learning.
start doing like live translations of
Even
This is
learning.
ice cream. There's just something else that's
Wait, what is
This
this?
is ice cream. There's just something else that's creamy.
Wait.
This is ice cream. There's just something else that's creamy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ice cream, of course. If you think about it, I've been a good girl, right? Bonk me, why? Why? But I've been a good girl. Think about it. Think about it.
Ika,
No,
Ika.
hey, mama, you don't need to resign. You're happy working here, right? Right? Ask Chad if he'll give a reference. Hey, mama, but no. Hey, mama, but you like this company. It's practice. Exact. It's okay. This one is
Oh,
like lewd.
God.
Oh man, I really want the lewd ones though.
Okay. Well, that sure is. Ah, boy, I haven't watched Miss Yori in a while, so I forgot how how Shiori she can be. She likes her yaoi, yeah, apparently. It's actually pretty interesting because I used to talk with a bunch of girls and sorry. For some reason, fujoshis or women would like yaoi. A lot of them are really, really, really pretty. Like, I had no idea why, but whenever I was talking with a really, really pretty girl, if she was into anime stuff, there was a very good chance that she was into yaoi. I had no idea why. This is a great clip for Wow and Mokoko trying to find each other. Okay. And we are going to enter this one.
Hello.
We are going to do 2 minutes of this one and... No, I think we're going to leave this. Okay, I just want to watch 1 minute of this one. And because I really got to... Wow, 4 hours. Apologies for keeping the stream so long. I didn't realize it was
始まる。
almost 4 hours.
What's
Oh.
you already too? I'm not a tequila. I'm
Ah. She's not a Chihuahua, she's Fuwawa.
I'm a go
And
together.
She's
Wait.
Mokoko. Wait, let's try to see what happens. Fuwamoko! Because of the small screen delay, it probably. Okay.
Tell us something, okay? You know that we've tried very, very, very hard recently not to make any more misunderstandings, right?
Uh-oh.
This wasn't supposed to happen, but it was Narissa's birthday, right? And of course,
Right.
we talked about it, but we wanted to get her a present. We gave her
Okay.
a special Flamoco birthday coupon. And you know, on
One
the back of
touch.
the coupon, it says, no ears.
Oh, no ears.
No.
Not.
But
Okay.
Ruffians! Ruffians! You decided to erase Narissa's name and put yours on it? Huh? What are you doing?
That's terrible. That's terrible.
This is Narissa's birthday gift for
Yeah.
her.
It's only for Nerissa.
No.
For Nerissa only.
Can't do that.
No.
Can't do it. Can't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Can't
and
do
see
it.
now, printing the coupons out by the hundred, by the thousand. That's not okay. No.
Not
Oh
okay.
my gosh.
Oh my
Ruffians,
gosh.
You know that's not how things work, right?
Alright. This clip
No,
does
I keep track of who
extend
gets
a
coupons
bit.
from me. So you can't just pretend and try to fool me.
We are going to leave this one for another reason. For another stream. And yeah,
Hello.
the last 2 videos.
I'm gonna stay here. I'm safe.
Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe to go and take a look at my inventory and grab some food to eat?
Maybe, probably not. I mean, nothing is fully safe at
Doing
open
it,
nighttime, I
because
don't
it was
think.
raw. Did you die? I was blown up. I'm gonna go back.
No. Ah.
Did you die? I was blown up. I'm gonna go back, okay? Moko-chan! I'm going back.
Oh.
Moko-chan, there's the purple guy out there. And I don't know where my items were.
The purple guy?
Excuse me?
A purple guy?
Excuse me?
The Enderman? Or a spider?
Should I try? I guess I don't have anything to lose, right? Are you okay there? No? Subscribe or die! I love you.
Oh wow, I don't want to die. Okay, very well. Wonderful. So this is the last clip of the stream.
Moko-chan, Moko-chan, where are you, Moko-chan?
Sorry about that.
I'm in my corner. I can't find you here. Moko-chan,
Moko-chan.
where did my sister go?
Let's find the sister.
Stay in the center. Moko-chan,
Uh-huh.
where's Moko-chan? That's not Moko-chan. You're not Moko-chan.
She's not Mako-chan.
Not Moko-chan.
Not Mako-chan either.
Not Moko-chan.
What are they doing?
Moko-chan.
Mako-chan.
Look around the corner at me. Wait, where's the door? Come back. Come back.
Mako-chan. Yeah. The way Fuwa says Mako-chan is so cute.
Come around the corner. That's too close.
Uh-oh.
Around the corner. And then throw at me. This guy.
ほんと高い。
Oh,
Honestly, it's super mega adorable how close they are with each other. It really feels like you're witnessing a bond that is like completely unique. Wow, this is actually some really cute architecture, some really nice architecture.
Oh no.
Like from what I understand, there's a bit of a technique to make. Baba.
Mokoko, will you protect Fuwawa in this game, or you just gonna let Fuwawa go into the jail?
Kyla's English is always so funny.
No, Mokoko's good at this game. She's
Si es que Fuwawa que tiene habito que los untas ya little little.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my strategy.
So you just gonna let Fuwawa?
I'm gonna freak out everyone.
She will rescue
I'm gonna freak
everyone.
everybody out except Kawawa and leave me to be on my own.
No.
You win, I freak you out. Moko-chan, I do remember you. Yeah. Out first. Freak everybody out
Oh wait, I
except
didn't
Kawawa
catch
and
that
leave me
part.
to be on my own. As soon as you go in, I freak you out. Moko-chan, I do remember
I don't
you.
understand what Moko-chan said.
First, so.
Cute. Why they are so cute?
How are they so cute indeed?
What
No,
about
no.
you, Kyla? I'm cute, right?
Kyla's spelling of Iwo is actually quite a task in a way too.
Move forward.
Oh, it was the Cops and Rovers event. Oh, so that's why she was the MVP with Homani she broke up. Oh, okay. Actually, I don't think I ever played Cops and Rovers as a child. I think it's just not a thing that is played here. Oh, sorry. I missed it again. Bow. They're too cute. I can't either. They're too cute. Oh man. Yeah, Advent was such a generation. Maybe they did take a bit of time between EN2 and EN3, but man, when EN3 came around, it's so amazing. Like so amazing. Something else that actually surprised me a lot was how quickly it went from their debuts to then gathering so many clips, moments, and collabs, etc., that it felt like they always been there. Like how quickly it felt like Advent was always around. Yeah, Hololive really did struck gold with EN3. Well, I mean, like, I suppose part of why on one hand Hololive is so difficult to get into, like incredibly difficult, and part of why whenever a new Hololive is debuting, they already get like hundreds of thousands of subscribers nowadays, is because they know that if Hololive is pushing for them, then they are going to be a great entertainer. So, yeah, Hololive Sugoi. As VTuber fans, we really have been blessed to have such an incredible industry, such an incredible agency leading the industry. Honestly, we really luck it out. Like, we luck it out by a lot. Because that isn't normally the case in entertainment, I don't think. Well, but that does mark the conclusion of the stream today. So I'm going to go there to the Satsu, but it's pretty much just a formality, really. It's wonderful. It's wonderful that I already had the microphone, and next month I think I will get the mixer. Unfortunately, I do think that the graphics card is something that's going to. Oh, bye. See you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Apologies that the stream was so long. I didn't expect it to be so long. But I hope that you enjoyed it. Okay. Thank you once again. Grazie. Mille grazie. But unfortunately, the graphics card is going to take a bit more, like probably until next year. Most likely next year, really. But I am able to save up money for it at the very least. So it's not super bad. we are at the very least progressing. And I do hope that now that the audio quality is a bit better on the streams, that is also going to help people. Because some of the more immediate things that I am noticing on the streams that I need to improve on is probably my pronunciation, my diction and enunciation, because I think it could well be the case that a lot of the people that come by to visit the streams, etc., they don't necessarily understand what I am saying all the time, because it seems I had much more of an ESC accent than I thought I did. But it's funny because when I speak with people on Discord or something, they never really tell me that they had trouble understanding me or anything. So I don't know. Maybe it's something that comes up more in streams. I'm not sure. And the audio quality, because the previous microphone that I had was a very rudimentary one. But things are improving. Things are improving little by little. Yeah. Okay. Well, see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you next weekend, sure.